Not be afraid.
One more thing. Fucking hell! One more thing. Don't forget to go fuck yourself. Fuck me dead.
Hello, bum chums. We're a disaster. We're a disaster. Timepiece this squire. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Your super chat got lost. It happens, man. Sometimes Archie, it may not have come up on when they're on StreamYard. It may not have come up for them as it comes up on YouTube. I'm not making excuses, but that's what happens sometimes. YouTube's faster than StreamYard at times because obviously that's where it's being broadcast. So, man, I am so sorry. So sorry. But hey, look, it's the booby prize on the dungeon. The secondary show. It's all yours, man. You want to hop on, you can. Comment away. I'll bring your comments up. It's not a problem. Not a problem. What was the comments? Fatso took his money. No. Come on. We love Timepiece Esquire. Timepiece, we know you're a Timmy fan. It's cool being a Timmy fan, and it's cool that you come on the Archie show. And it's great that everybody, as far as I'm concerned, people are welcome on Dungeon, and I think it's the same with Archie. He just doesn't want the drama these days. And it's a second in the fucking row. Yeah, that's the thing. When a show's drawing to an end, it can be a bit of a problem. I'm sorry, man. Hey, look, what can I do? I'm trying to do an apology. I'm trying to grovel. How can I grovel? How can I grovel, Timepiece? Hey, we don't want to leave any men behind. We don't want to leave our men behind. The only problem I got now is what the hell do I do for a show? Well, no content. Dodger's got no. Well, it's usual for Dodger. Face green for smiling, I know. Alain Methwich, yep. SD43. AC wanted Narcoffer to carry on. Did he? I don't know. I only caught the back end of it. I only caught the back end of the show, but I thought we'd sort it out. So, Timepiece, if it's worth anything to you, mate, you got your own apology, Ed. Sorry, man. Going to ask YouTube for a refund. I'm not quite sure how in the fuck that works. Oh, Mrs. Dodger update. Yeah, she's got... Before they put her on the plane, they cut the plaster cast off and gave her this plastic boot that you pump up. And hey, I tell you what, it's a different way of travelling when you get wheelchair assistance. I advise you all to get a wheelchair and go wheelchair assistance. Man, everything's done for you. You know, transported across. First one's on the plane. Okay, last one's off, but it's personal guy pushing the wheelchair around. It's like being a VIP. It was proper VIP. It was, but I'm hoping her foot's okay. It's a bit twingy. I think she might need another X-ray to kind of make sure it's healing. I just hope it's knitting together properly. Guess it's going to take another X-ray to find that out. But I thought we spent a fortune in Dubai, you know, getting this foot fixed, the amount of trips we did to the hospital. But it just added it up and converted it back from dirhams. And the whole episode was only for a broken foot in Dubai, 600 quid. I think that's good going, isn't it, chaps? I thought I was good going. All right, I'm okay. Okay, I'll put this up because, look, timepiece. Look, man, don't take it personally. Look, you know, we got a lot of friends here, people that like it, mate. And Archie's got no malice. Come on. It's a bit harsh, isn't it? I don't think he's done any heavy shit, has he? He hasn't murdered anybody, has he? I mean, there's more horrible people on this planet. There have been more horrible people. I mean, Archie ain't done no harm to nobody. He ain't stolen from nobody. He ain't murdered anybody. And neither have probably any of us folks. So, you know, just a bit upset, mate. But, you know, calm down. We'll be okay. You're welcome to hop on. Oh, yeah, that's the point. If you wanted to hop on, you wouldn't be able to because I haven't posted a link. Invite. I'm going to remember how to do all this. How long has it been since I've done a dungeon show? But everybody's carpet. I kept saying to everybody, "Oh, well, let's do a show. But nobody wants to do a show since it was shut down. And so I've been all by myself. All by myself. I don't want to be all by myself anymore." Hey, Seb, how you doing? I'm looking forward to the great visit. We shall have to do something. We'll have to decide what. We'd have a bit of fun. You can come down to the village and chop some trees and see how all the turnips live. Buraki, Seb. Są dużo buraki tutaj, wiesz? Możesz przyjść tutaj do wioska i możesz zobaczyć te buraki, pano buraki. SD43 has GMT gone softcock. How offensive is a joke about fictional character? I don't know. I missed that, Brodded here. As Missy Dodd says, Dodger, you were asleep, but something happened with Narc and GMT. She says, just before I went out to have a cigarette to fire up the show. So I missed that. Bill West, he only wants to go bangers to go with a bunch of ladies. So do I, Bill. I'm hoping to hook up with him. So I'll say to Mrs. Dodge, if she pops over, she's going to let me out and play with lady boys. Last time I did that was in Singers, I think. 4 floors, was it floor 3? Was the lady boys. And then sometimes lady boys leak into floor 4. So if you're too pissed, you can make a really big mistake on floor 4 and then you should be on floor 3, or is it the other way around? Anyway, you can make a real mistake in Singers. You can make a real mistake there. I know somebody who did. Cabbage, beautiful like cabbage sauerkraut. Yep, me too. Pierogi, Guamki. Well, they don't have. Yeah, pierogi have pierogi mince or pierogis with the sauerkraut. Yeah, likes the sauerkraut. I don't know, Seb might even invite Jonathan over to have some pierogis with us when you're over, mate. He'll bring his German sausage and we'll bring our Polish sauerkraut. Hello, Scotty. Dodger, look up Liverpool wheelchair fans Champions League. Liverpool score. Every supporter jumped up to. Liverpool wheelchair fans Champions League. I'm a bit stuck at the moment because it's blowing laptop. I'm stuck for bringing other things up. So, something's going wrong with a doodah here, and I ain't got enough memory, and the sound keeps. Maybe some of my power settings on a laptop. If I have another application open, then the sound dies on StreamYard and I'll go roboty if I have another application open. I think it's to do with my power saving settings. I just haven't had the time to sort of bloody work it out. Yeah, beetroot and sauerkraut. Yeah, we could go as far as get the extra beetroot in. Oh, what else is there happening? I thought I'd come back to some decent weather. It's gone turned tits up down here. It's gone bloody wet and cold here. No bloody good. No bloody good it is. Yeah, good. Gosh, we haven't even got any viewers. That's pretty good for the dungeon. Oh, that was 90 odd people viewing, wasn't there? No, we're down to 13. That's usually the number I get, actually, it's 13. I don't know why. Oh, he'll be going to Berlin too. Oh, it's changed a lot, mate. Last time you were in Berlin, it's changed an awful lot. Yeah, great place. We had a great time with Mr. Higster in Berlin. Ich bin ein Berliner and all that. Took us to all the sites. All the sites. Yeah, some good restaurants, good food. German mind, very stodgy taste. A bit like Polish food, very stodgy. It's all right for the winter. I don't know how it goes in the summer. Yeah, and a particularly good chocolate place we went to where they made chocolates, and there's a cafe upstairs. And you could have all sorts of different chocolatey cakes and things. That was nice. But I guess I could get a list off, Jonathan, the places you could go to, Seb. So, yeah, we could think about that. We could think about that. Well, I really don't know what to say now. I don't really know what the haps has been. I've been since I've been back. I've had to do a load of chores because Mrs. Dodger's sort of half a man down. So I'm doing all in-betweeny jobs that the running around bits where Mrs. Dodger's foot can't take her. Well, she did go shopping on her own. Still drive because she broke her left foot, so she can still drive a car. Well, that's pretty cool. It's doubly cool seeing as I go to Newcastle in a couple of weeks, so she can drive me to the airport. That'll be okay. Apparently, SD, about 43, mate. 43. No, 60 people, apparently. Yeah, I think it's. I think Paul Thorpe's going. I think a lot of guys. Watch Guy London sort of guys. People are going, and yeah, a load of people going. Yeah, I'm going. Jamie's going. That's for sure. Ian Nicholson's going, and others. The other 50 odd that I really don't know who's going. God knows about the venue. I mean, for 60 people, we're going to crowd some place out for sure. I don't think 60 odd people are going to get into a restaurant either, so it's going to be very interesting. They'll probably get to split up into different groups, I guess. A lot to do in Krakow. Yeah, we got the usual. If you've been down the coal mine, that's a must do. Go down the coal mine. Salt mine. Yeah, sorry, salt mine. Go down the salt mine. Go and see Vavel Castle, the dragon. What else was there down there? There's a salt mine and also somewhere else, wasn't there, Mrs. Duck? Huh? Well, yeah, if you want to go to visit Auschwitz, that's a day trip from there as well. So you can go to visit Auschwitz if you wish to pay respects. And I suggest, well, maybe it's one of those things, if everybody's around that part of the world, maybe it's worth a look just to reflect and just try and reflect on what's happening today and try and learn from the past so that, let's say, we don't take things a bit too far with everything that's happening in the Ukraine. Say no more, really. Anyway, seeing as it's quiet, I'm going to do something that a lot of other people are doing, which is going to put something on and go and have a cigarette, methinks. Poor old timepiece Esquire is. I think he's gone. He's left us. All I can do is apologise, man. I can't do any more than that. Flights to England, Mrs. Dodger. They got up a bit, haven't they? They used to be at £30. I'm sure they now. Am I out of touch? From, let's say, well, Warsaw, Wrocław. Closer to 100 sterling now to get over to the UK. So yeah, you could You could do a trip into London if you wanted to, Seb. You know, if you don't know if you've done the sightseeing around London, you could certainly fly in there and spend a night or two in London, whiz around there, and then fly back to Poland. No problem. No problem at all.
Depends on how light you travel.
Depends on how light you travel. You know, it's like everything else is an addition. If you just travel, you know, with a carry-on case and, you know, nothing else, and not worried about leg room. It's only about an hour 40 flights. You don't, you know, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So ain't no problem. Let's see what sort of remnant things have we got on the old dungeon. It's been ages since I've been in this place. Ages. Just think what video clips. Oh my God, these are all ancient. Oh my God. Oh, I know what we'll play.
Come and get it! Come and get it! Come and get it! You won't regret it in 2023 at Tip Top Snack Bar!
Yeah, it's probably the best thing that's in these video clips. I think a lot of deletion been going on around here. A lot of deletions. Life in our planet. My God, what else we got here?
Come on, mate, I'm not like the shroom! The shroom! I'm not like the shroom! Answer me call, man. Come on, I'm a big fan, man. Come on, answer the call, Arch. Love the pontiff! Love the pontiff!
Well, there you go. If we love the pontiff. Nobody's played that in a while, have they? Can't even remember who that is now. Where is Archie? Now, Archie is going to bed. He's going to his bed because in Australia land, the sun has gone down. And the sun, where I am, the sun has come up, you see. So sun goes down and Archie goes to bed. But I think, what time is it there? It must be about 10 o'clock. What time is it in Brisbane? Let's have a look. My little clever phone. These phones are really good, you know. Clock. Brisbane. Yeah, it's 10:30 at night. Archie says he goes to bed about 10 p.m. So now Archie, I'm afraid. Archie be sleeping. What else we got in here? Oh, I know. Oh my God. That's the trouble when you've stayed away from the stream. You kind of lose track. You forget how everything works here as well. Anyway, Dodgy's got to go and have a smoke. Oh, what's this?
I'm writing dicks here.
Oops. That's it. God. I'll tell you one thing I can guarantee, and that is nobody's going to clip my content. Why the hell would they want to do that? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, it reminds me of the old days, this one. The smoke break music.
Hey, what's going on? I guess Dodger has stepped away from the computer. Just turn off this annoying music if you don't mind. Where was the music? ASD43, one new CLT, then Seb Nelly, Scotty Clark, Bill West, Timepiece Esquire, LA Meth Witch, Tommy. Well, I guess Timepiece Esquire is not here anymore, but I'm sorry that you feel that way. I understand your frustration. I also hate when my super chats get missed. Even more so when it takes, 2 days in a row, which happened to you. And I genuinely understand your frustration. I believe that you do want support Archie because you have done that with your wallet. And I can tell you personally that Archie, the thing is that we end the stream on StreamYard, the end broadcast. There's like a big delay between the chat and clicking the button. So what happened is that there was just a big delay and we missed it. And the moment Archie saw that, he was like he was bummed about it and said he took a picture of it on his phone and he will read it on tomorrow on the next show. So I can guarantee you that it will be read. That's it, man. I mean, I don't think you believe what you wrote. I mean, it's nasty, man. It's nasty. You don't believe that. So, that's what I have to say about that.
Hey, Dis.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd fire the old girl up, because I thought, well, we could say sorry to our timepiece. I think he's got a bit upset, but, this does happen from time to time.
Yeah, I just addressed him. I hope he... Sorry. I'm eating falafel. I'm hoping he hears it, but Archie will read his chat.
I'll put it right, There's no malice. There's good intent, no malice. So no worries, man. No worries. Anyway, I thought it was a good opportunity maybe to sort of try and bail out the old shit, but it's going to be a hard work, man. This dungeon's fucked.
Yeah. I'm sorry I made it in progress.
Well, thanks for hopping on. Somebody's hopped on.
Yeah, I can call now if you want. I mean, I don't know if he'll come, but I can try.
Yeah.
If you want, I don't know.
I don't know. What should we do? I just really came on to give a bit of an apology, and you've put a bit of a background to what happened, so I think we put the world to rights. Maybe. SD43 says, let's have some drama now. I don't know. I don't think we've got enough people to create a drama, have we? We've barely got a football team together here. We've only got one side of a football team, so can't even have a football match.
Yeah, no, I understand SD43. In the beginning of the Archie show earlier, Archie was talking about, what happened in the night. What about the drama? And I said, I don't want to, talk about drama because you don't like it. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to bring it up. Just, it's some nasty shit.
Yeah, I've not watched any of the shows. Well, I've not been with everything else going on at home and having come back from Dubai and Mrs. Dodger's foot. I've not really been keeping up to date. I've had some messages of people about various things, but I've not been keeping up to date with what's happening, so I wouldn't know what the drama has been or is been. Or
Yeah,
I've
how is your
not, I've
wife?
not been following Watch Nicholas, so I don't know what's been happening there. Not been watching Tim, so I went and said a hello once or twice. Nobody said hello back, so I didn't stay. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Well, you've been focused on things that are more important than all this shit.
Yeah, like having to go shopping, getting a haircut. Yeah, the haircut was important. Oh, gone a bit too high. I want to see my haircut. I'll show you my
Yeah,
haircut.
why not?
Okay, haircut.
Nice, very, very, very nice.
Think I look pretty?
Yeah,
I'm making myself pretty for my next trip.
You have a good head of hair.
Just about. That's a bit weird. The one side's got less than the other side, so there's less that side than the other side.
Listen,
I had to say the sleep on, yeah, so the hair goes whoop like that overnight.
Do you like my new haircut?
Yeah, you're looking wild. You're looking wild. You're the wild man. The wild man.
Yeah.
These Israeli wild man. Yeah, it's good to have a wild man look. It's good. Yeah, I enjoy the wild man look from the village. I think like the village idiot look. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's D43. Fair enough. I'm on team all the way. I slept through it. Yeah, we sleep through these things. We slept through the drama. Obviously, we slept through the drama.
Thank you, SD43. Great guy. Yeah, I love. When I say the Union Jack, I salute.
Yeah, it's very kind. Very kind.
I love Britain and people, British people.
Yeah, gave my family a home when we were refugees after the war. What can I say? Gave me an education, free milk. Yeah, that's it. Gave me every chance I had. It's good school. Good, did well.
Piclan, are Sirocco and others aware of the disgusting things Marcel says about Archie and this on other streams?
I don't know what Marcelo's been saying.
Marcelo said some nasty things about me yesterday on,
Oh, he said some nasty things about you?
Yeah.
Oh. How can you possibly do that? You're the nicest people on the tubes. You're the most neutral, nicest person. Well, yeah, you must be the most neutral, nicest person I know on his tube. What? Well, Marcelo can go weird, He goes a bit weird.
Listen, I really like Marcelo. I really liked Marcelo in past tense. I defended him. I got his back. When he got banned, when people made fun of him, they talked down on him on the stream, like he's a kid. And I told him, I told them, don't talk to him like that. And then he goes on the stream last night, with the people there, and he said something. He said something very hurtful about me. Tried to discredit my, I don't know, my message, my I don't know. He tried to discredit me. Actually, I gotta tell you. I mean, there are some nasty people in the community, but I think what he said yesterday was the nastiest thing anyone has ever said about me. And both Israelis, and I hate it that it makes me feel like what I'm feeling right now towards him. But what can I do, man? People will be people, I guess.
Yeah, well, don't drop down to that level, mate. Don't let it hurt you too much. That's easy to say, but hard to overcome. But that guy can just be a fool sometimes. I mean, we've done everything. Everything that's happened with Marcelo. we've tried to bring him back in. We tried to be friendly with him, and nobody's we haven't sort of kicked him. We haven't kicked him out. I don't know. What have we done to Marcelo? We haven't done anything.
Yeah, and I have to say, on the panel, OC was on the panel, and when Marcelo said that, OC, he said something against it, so I do appreciate it.
That's good. I said
somebody there said
somebody done that.
Yeah. No, Marcelo was banned from Archie this morning, so hopefully.
All right, he's banned now for what he did here.
Not my call. That was Bear. Bear said.
No. I just don't know what's up with the guy. Why he's behaving that way? There's no need to behave that way, and especially not to you, of all people. And yeah, he's Israeli too. I mean, for God's sake, man.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. I know I'm not. I can't. I want to. I don't want to. Start making observations about him and say what is this and that. I just know what he said, and I'm very disappointed and hurt by that. So that's what I'm
Can
going
we quickly put Jonathan on? Have we got the real Jonathan? Jonathan, can you put our code word into the comments, private chat, just quickly?
Yeah, you can head him to the stream.
Well, I was just checking it is in because I'm a bit wary at the moment. Jonathan, just put our code word in. Yep. Hello. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, no confidence here. What is happening?
Just being careful, mate. I'm sorry, but
can't you check with the 3 dots who I am? Because that should
no, that could be faked. The 3 dots could be faked.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yes, 3 dots is fakeable. Yes, absolutely fakeable.
Good to see that the dungeon is still alive.
Well, I resurrected it to make a bit of an apology to Timepiece Esquire, whose super chat got cut off sadly on the last stream.
Oh yeah, he put a super chat in the last second, and it was closed already or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, SD43, you have you have the right idea. It's
I'm going to say Tim's never done anything bad to me, so what can I say? Yeah, look at that. Dear.
Okay, so what's happening, guys?
I don't know.
For this show,
have you got any more new straps for that watch?
I only have the straps that I showed already. Do you want me to show them again?
No, that's okay. Yeah, you got a bluish one with a stitching. I still think you ought to get a shiny blue, bright blue alligator strap on it.
Yeah, but the problem with that dark blue is that it's really dark. You know that it's not Jamie's watch, so the cloisonné enamel is not that vibrant and not that colorful, and for a reason. But the problem is if you put a too dark strap on the watch without contrasting stitching, the entire mood of the watch gets too dark. In my opinion.
Right. So you can't have a brighter strap with darker stitching.
Yes, I have a slightly brighter blue with the white stitching because I think that white stitching brings a kind of vibrance. And I'm waiting for another strap. Maybe we can go watch strap shopping. I'm trying to source a particular strap. 1 second with me. I'm going to show it to you. If you allow me to.
Well, I don't know. Do you reckon we should allow him to show us watch straps?
Well, if you want to pull a Marcelo on us, yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't pull a Marcelo on us, then you're okay.
1 second. I hate this Hodinky shop. No, it's Hodinky.
What's this D saying? ESD saying JQH, has GMT gone softcock? Superman banter is now banned, apparently. Ooh.
Yeah, apparently I hit a nerve. I don't know. I was talking to Mr. GMT 4 days ago. He didn't talk about it, so I don't know. But apparently he's taking that banter a little bit too hard.
Okay.
So straps.
Well, we'll try and take care of our Mr. GMT if we can.
Say it again.
We'll try and take care of our Mr. GMT if we can. I
Very
played
much
his ad a little bit earlier.
He's having a rough couple of days.
Nice.
So can you pull my?
Yeah, we can pull that up. Yeah, add it. Yeah, we can add that.
Okay, so
All right.
what I'm trying to get, stupid. I'm trying to get is that. What do you think, Doctor?
It's hard unless you put. See, can you get these things in and then send them back if you don't like them?
Well, I placed a fixed order with Monochrome because Monochrome straps are the same maker but half the price. So I asked Monochrome if they can get it for me. If they can, then I'm just buying it unseen because I have also a Nomos watch, which may be capable for this kind of strap as well.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want me to show
You've
you
got
the
another
model?
yeah.
You don't
More
like
than
it?
one avenue which to use a strap. Yeah. It's a shame. Was you that episode when Lux was making straps and then some of the levers that he had, little gator levels, he had different. There's this one really beautiful blue and marbly sort of alligator style strap that was.
He showed a couple of skins live on air. The problem with Lux straps, as far as I can see, all are treated with this kind of glossy lacquer on top.
Yeah, it's
and
very
I'm
glossy.
not a fan of that.
Oh, I am, you see. I am a fan of the glossy look. I do like the glossy.
No, I'd rather have matte.
Because I did have, an Amiga dress watch, which I still got somewhere. And that had a shiny strap, and I quite like that. I don't know where that's gone, actually. Hey, that's a point. It's a gold watch with a quartz movement, and the battery's been sat in there for 20 years. You think it's faked the movement?
Well,
that's a good point.
if the battery drains, it fakes the movement. Is there a battery inside?
Yeah, battery inside it. Yeah,
because I recommend if you put.
Sorry, it's the Longines that's got the battery in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend, and that is what I'm doing with my James Bond watches. You know, those Seiko digital watches. I remove all the batteries because some batteries are leaking when they're running out, and that acid then destroys the movement. Or
yeah.
Oh no! Into the movement.
I had to repair a temperature thermometer yesterday because the battery must have been leaking. It burnt out the contact, the battery contact. It corroded it. So I had to build it up with solder again.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine it would fight the watch over? Oh, I'll go and dig it out later and try and take the back of it without scratching the gold.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're moderating the chats.
No, I'm not looking. Why? Something bad happened.
Why?
I'll have a look. I know what you're looking for.
You have a problem?
Hang on. If you put it in a private chat, I can't see anything.
I don't see any problem.
Okay. Now I get it. That is the problem when you're old and when you're bad at multitasking and when you're reading only half a sentence. I apologize.
It's easy to make a mistake. You always read something twice, and I've got the wrong end of a stick before now and banned somebody, and they're being quite innocent. Why didn't ban them and time them out?
Somebody is mad at you. This I saw yesterday that show when you banned docs reports, and I saw that smile on your face. I think I've never seen you happier.
Made me smile too, to be honest. Seeing as docs has banned me.
Yeah, I think we are here the group of the banned people from docs reports. So I think we all three are banned, aren't we?
I don't know. Is this banned? This, are you banned? And
Yeah,
box.
I banned.
Oh, right. Oh, cool. If there's anybody else who's banned who wishes to hop on, it'll be the Banned-edos.
Yeah,
The
let's change
Banned-edos.
the title. Let's
Three
change the title.
Banned-edos. Yeah, I think
We
I
are
will,
all
actually.
banned by Doc's Report.
I
But
don't
I've
want
watched
you-
this other stream where Docs was freaking out over the doxing, and I think that was the beginning of your banning. I think that stang really deep with him, and I think that was basically the reason why he banned you ultimately.
With me? No,
Yeah,
I don't know why he banned me. He doesn't like me. That's
Yeah.
okay. Nobody has to
it's
like
okay.
everyone.
That's right. No,
His
everybody can like
channel.
everybody.
Yeah, it's his channel. It's his right. It's all good, baby. I just don't want him to say that he's neutral, because he's a satellite channel for T-Mark. So.
Yeah. Okay, so what is going on, Dodger? We haven't spoken for a while. You've been in Dubai. I know that Mrs. Dodger.
Yeah, I spent the week in Dubai, but unfortunately on the second day, Mrs. Dodge broke her foot, so there's a bit of an interruption there. But I did manage to get around all of the free ADs, and we also went to the big flagship Rolex shopping, and they're very good. They gave us a private tour of the museum, then a private film viewing just for me and Mrs. Dodger, and they put in their cinema.
Mhm.
That was really cool.
Was wearing that Pepsi kind of a ticket to get that private viewing then?
I don't know. I must have been wearing the Pepsi. I don't know what Mrs. Dodger was wearing. I think she was wearing her flowery one.
Mm.
Yeah, possibly. But the guy spent a lot of time with us, and also managed to get free catalogues. I got one catalogue from each AD. So
wow,
they're quite chunky. Those catalogues.
Oh yeah.
Got the
They're
whole
getting
range.
bigger and bigger. Not only the watch boxes are getting bigger and bigger, now the catalogs are getting really difficult to collect.
Fat catalogue, big fat catalogue. No, I had a good time there. It's on 2 floors. Luckily, there was a lift as well, so I could wheel Mrs. Dodger in with a wheelchair, and went upstairs where the museum is. I've got some pictures, but I've not got them downloaded. The whole history of Wilsdorf and the whole history of Rolex is up there, and time and various other exhibitions. No, it was a good do. So yeah, went around all the others.
I have a question for you, Jonathan.
Yeah.
So Hans Wilsdorf was German.
Hans Wilsdorf, yes. Mm-hmm. I think he's from Nuremberg somewhere.
Yeah. So he was a German, and I don't know. He moved to Switzerland, I guess, and he started Rolex. And
he went to London. He went to London first.
He went to London.
I was gonna say he had some love for England.
But then England didn't love him because of the First World War. He got with all the hate, I think, that was going on against Germany after the first. He left.
Yeah, that's why he made Tudor, because Tudor, Anyway, my question is that Rolex is a Swiss brand, obviously, but isn't there like something that makes it a little German because he was German?
So I know that Wilsdorf was German, but I don't see Rolex being a German company. Somebody could say Rolex are obsessed with organization and with quality and this kind of stuff, and those are cliche German attributes. But I think that is a far stretch. I see Rolex as a typical Swiss company. Swiss to the bones, and I don't see too much German in that.
I think the same could be said. You don't say Patek is Polish, but you don't see Patek as Polish, do you? You see it as a Swiss company. You don't see it as Polish Patek.
Oh, we have a super chat.
Yep.
One for you, Bruce.
5 Aussie. What was your thoughts on Lord calling out Ushin comments to him months ago? Turned out to be justified. It's going to be a little long. So when this happened, Peakland, that was last April, I believe. That was Passover, the holiday for Jews, where we celebrate our freedom, getting the fuck out of Egypt. So anyway, during that time, I wasn't on the streams. I was on a break, like for 4 months or something. So when I came back, just a few months after I learned about it, I watched Green Stream on the Wall Room after the thing happened, and then I watched the thing happening. And I'll be honest with you, when I saw this, I didn't. I thought that Oshin was making, like a joke. I didn't take offense from it, and I'll tell you why. Because I had had chats with Oshin in the past, and we were shared panels, and we're cool with each other. So I never had anything, any problem with him. And he was saying about that matzo ball soup. I mean, I thought it was funny, okay, but again, I can be thinking it's funny, and Lord can think it's not funny, and I respect his feelings about it. Personally, I didn't see any offense in it. And as we reach, the current time, and what was said, it was nothing. It was nowhere being to be funny or a jest. It wasn't said like in a, I don't know. It was very hateful, even the way that the words have been uttered. So Lord was right. And I never said to him is wrong, but I just I said I don't know, I'm not sure, because I know that it's okay with me and other people. So I think that yes, Lord was right, and yeah, he was the foresaw this whole thing, and respect to him. That's it.
I mean, to be fair, we all feel that way sometimes. When something happens, we kind of don't believe it, and we like to always think, well, that can't be right. We always want to give things a second chance, don't we? That's the thing. Yeah. I get what you say.
No, yeah, I mean, I said I believe in everyone. There's good in everyone.
Yeah.
And I believe people can, redeem themselves and say I'm sorry, and learn differently. That's I believe in that. I believe in in people.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly.
Y2K, good to see Y2K.
Yeah, it's great to see Y2K. It's been a long time, man. I miss the old days. Well, the old Marcelo show. We should not mention Marcelo. I think sings his band. But,
no, you can mention we can't change history. Marcelo time was a very important part.
Yeah, we had some very good times, didn't we?
Yeah, I wasn't around for most of it, but yeah, I enjoyed what I was, and props to him for having a 24/7 live stream.
God, that was tiring. 24/7. Jeez.
Yeah,
it was annoying. It was annoying. You wait for Marcel to wake up, then he'd wake up and he straight away go to somebody else's channel rather than run the Marcelo show, and that used to piss me off a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. What can I tell you? I wish him health and happiness.
Was this Michael? I believe Children of the Future named that tune. Was it Michael Jackson? Was it? I can't remember.
Maybe, I don't know.
I know the children are the future. I can't even sing it.
Maybe Paul Young. I don't know. Paul Young.
Pete Lenz made a very good point here. The world would be a different place. Without Marcelo, we would not have Marshmallow, and that would be a huge loss to the community.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it'll be harder for me to laugh about it now, because I have these feelings for Marcelo, towards Marcelo.
Just let those, just let those feelings go if you can. It's very difficult, but Yeah, well, given the situation and you two guys being from the same part of the world, it is surprising. It is very surprising.
Yeah, well, Marcelo he has Israeli citizenship, but having Israeli citizenship doesn't mean that you are.
Yeah, who was it that said, just because you're born in a stable doesn't make you a horse? Something like that.
That's what I will say about that.
Let's see if I can arrange a coffee.
Yeah. I understand that the YouTuber from Venice is going to release a video about something, so maybe about this thing. So interesting what he will have to say. Looking forward to it.
To be honest, that whole thing where you probably know, I, like you, keep it probably to ourselves, really, our history, and a lot of people just wouldn't understand and probably don't understand when we raise the topic again. I just sadly see, where I live and where I sit here in Eastern Europe, right on the border where there's a huge war going on. And I hear people using rhetorics where people are being dehumanized, called insects, rats. And I hear rhetoric that really I thought would now be a relic and everybody would have caught on, that we just don't do that shit anymore. But it just goes to show, at least it just seems to be repeating itself at this very moment in Ukraine.
Yeah, I gotta say a good word about P. Lucas. Apart from being a big supporter of the Dungeon and Archie, I don't think I ever saw him on other streams. Not that he has to, confine himself to, but just saying that he's very loyal. So
no, CP Lucas is.
He's always said that he had that no Marcelo hashtag, and I didn't understand that, and now I do. So respect.
Anyway, should we continue with watch straps? Shall we talk about watch straps? Hey, Jonathan.
I think he's on a call or something.
Yeah, he is on a call. No, I mean, I don't know. Bloody drama. I don't think I'll go back and have a look. I mean, luckily, the things like, the Watch Nicholas show, I can't really, I'm not a member or anything. I think he takes them down as soon as they're up, says there's no opportunity of me watching them, because when he goes live, I'm asleep anyway. So
yeah, but that's the thing. I was calling Marcelo Dodger. It's not drama. This specific thing, the thing that I am involved with, it's not drama. It's something.
No. This specific thing is a very, very serious thing.
Yeah,
I'm really prepared to talk about that subject with people who are fully educated. There are a lot of people just haven't got the education. They don't know the difference between Israel and a Jew, and they don't know the difference between Hasidic Jew and another Jew, and they just don't understand that the separation in all of this, and sometimes people make decisions based on what a state is doing as opposed to a group are doing. There's a difference between a state and the Jewish people.
But listen, again, this isn't. I want to clarify. The dude from Venice is anti-Israel. Yeah, but I know that. I have no problem with that. I actually have other friends who don't. I don't say anti-Israel.
Well, from what I've gathered, I've spoken to you before this blew up, didn't I, about that? And I think the guy is anti-Israel, he's anti-American, and he's anti-British, and I guess anti lots of other things, from what I've heard him talk about.
I guess, I don't know. The point I want to make is that being anti-Israel doesn't mean you're anti-Semite. Okay, so
Exactly,
it's okay to
exactly.
criticize Israel, and it's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But don't mix the two up. I mean, this is the mistake people make. They join the two together. They connect the state to the Jewish people, and that's just wrong.
Yeah, and people have been calling me oversensitive, snowflake.
Oh shit, man!
And I want to say something about that. You know, in January 1945, the Red Army was advancing, to Auschwitz, and the Germans took, evacuated the Jews and the other prisoners. Most of them, anyway. They left some, and they went through something that is called the Death March, and it was because they were marching in snow,
Well,
from Auschwitz to Germany. Now, my grandmother was in Auschwitz, for 3 years, from 42 to 45. She was marching in that snow, and her shoes, she barely had any, but she lost the shoes. Okay, and she survived this somehow. So they're calling me a snowflake. So I'm proud to be a snowflake. The snowflake she was stepping on, and in fucking Poland. I'm glad to be oversensitive because I earned it, because my grandmother fucking survived Auschwitz, and
I had family. I had family in both camps. I had family in the gulags, and I also had family in the Nazi camps. So, I had the two, the double whammy. Well, our family had the two.
Hi, boys. I got the bat signal from Chris.
Hey, Nark.
Again.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, can't hear you, mate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, I got the bat signal from this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, with all this shit that's going on, you're the football here, this.
What,
that's
sorry?
how I feel like. That's how I feel like. I think Watch Dickless and Kerr did a great job, but I somehow feel a bit uncomfortable with all this shit.
Okay.
You're the football. Is that how you feel?
No, I'm sorry. I can hardly hear you. Far for the mic.
No, look, let me reboot. I'm close to the mic. Back. I'll reboot.
Yeah, his mic's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know how to, but you can't explain unless, I guess, you've either been to these camps yourselves or firsthand. You've spoken to somebody firsthand who's been there. You never fully understand the extremity and the extent of what actually happened. I was very, very lucky when I was a young kid at school. We had a lady that, a Jewish lady that had survived Auschwitz, and she came to speak to us as kids. And so, we got to hear her tell her story, firsthand, which was bloody useful, It put it in some real context, because, some of what she said, it just wouldn't. You couldn't just publish that put it on the TV at that time. It would just be too much for people to comprehend.
Can you hear me now?
Too much. The horror of it would be just too much for people to comprehend.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
How do you feel with all this drama going on? Yes.
I was just telling. Sorry.
You're the football in this in all this drama.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, but anyway.
No, I'm saying, how do you feel about this? Because both channels are talking about you.
Well, I don't like it, but I think it's important that somebody's talking about it, because it's an important subject.
Because if Archie's a soft copy, he doesn't want any drama. If Curly and Watch Nicholas aren't talking about it, no one's going to call him out. Forget Archie.
Hmm?
You know,
Yeah, man.
Archie, Archie's gone full woke.
I don't know, man.
Now, you were in a chat when O'Sheen was telling you to come on. Did you consider going on?
No, I have nothing to say to him. I don't want to talk with him. I don't want to do anything with him.
Right. Did he reach out to you with an email?
He sent me a DM on Instagram.
What did he say?
Well, at first it was like, hey man, I heard you're angry about what I said. I want to discuss. I didn't reply because, again, I don't have anything to say to him. And I said plenty of time, this isn't personal between me and him. Yesterday, he said that I'm spreading lies about him. And I have no courage to face him, and I have to grow some balls.
So Kurt has been playing clips. How that lies?
What?
As Curly says, we're using his own words. How are they lies?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
You know what you should tell him to do? Tell him to come and watch Nicholas, and you will debate him.
No, but again, that's not.
No.
That's not between me and him.
Now, it's up to you, but I'm saying tell them to come and watch Nicholas with a panel, and you can discuss it, and they'll play the clips, right? And let's say try to whistle himself out of that. Use this. I think it'll be great if he goes on and he's held accountable.
Yeah, listen.
And if he lies, these movies, when someone's in court, you go, "Did you say this?" No, I didn't. All right. What do you say about this clip? Look, that's the best way to handle it, Shane. He thinks he'll outsmart you guys. So invite him on to watch Nicholas.
Yeah, I don't think he'll come. But anyway, again, I don't want anything to do with him. Okay, and I will never. I won't change his mind. So I'm not going to educate a 50-year-old, man. I mean, it is what it is, and other ways we'll treat this thing.
In your opinion, what do you think his problem is? You got to diagnose him. What's going on with that shit? Is it self-loathing?
I don't want to make observations. I don't know, man.
So you agree with self-loathing?
I don't know what that means. Is
that what you said?
No, I'm saying I don't know. I heard that being said on the truth. He hates himself,
so you agree with me?
Huh?
So you agree with me? He's self-hating.
I'm saying I'm not sure what self-loathing is. So
look, like I've said, I think he doesn't like where he's at. He doesn't like where he's at this stage of his life. He thought he would have been a superstar, rock star. You can tell he's full of self-hate, self-loathing, and he's a miserable fuck. He's in Venice, lives in a shithole. Blondie went over, experienced his broke ass. He's a fraud. Is that what you know? What it is? He's got imposter syndrome. You know what that is? But my niece was coping with that. You know what imposter syndrome is?
I know what it is, but if you can explain to our viewers, if somebody doesn't know, so
yeah, like my niece was doing well with the work, but everyone perceived her to be doing so well, but she wasn't. She wasn't coping well. Just everything just seemed that way, and she was having anxiety attacks. People are going to find out. Look, she's incompetent at work, and she spoke to parents, but parents didn't understand this. So I always get the call. I spoke to her about it. She goes, I'm a fraud, I'm a failure, but people think I'm doing well. And each day I wake up full of anxiety, thinking they're going to find out I'm full of crap. So that's what Shane is. Like he comes across as a composer, rock star. He's a broke ass prick, anti-Semite, alcoholic prick. Mm-hmm. And look at him. He always talks about his subs, but he's on Tim's stream. You know what Max is doing Tim a favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The jig is up. Oh shit! Everyone knows you're a fucking fraud. I know guys like that in real life.
What?
It's actually a syndrome, imposter syndrome.
Yeah, I know about it. Yeah, listen, I don't want to make observations about his character and what he said.
We've got a fucking show here. Hey, work with me. Work with me. We've got a show here. Work with me, for fuck's sake.
I don't know, I'm not gonna say hateful things about him, man. Sorry.
All right, you're a better man than me.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I see the opposite. I think that he can do many good things. Like make videos and I don't know. So I don't know why resort to hate and I don't know. Just be do like constructive things and and make people happy. Don't put people down.
We've got a comment from Mark the Shark. Watch the listen, Curly are no less miserable than O'Shea. All three are mental cases. Look, I think Curly's hilarious. Look, we're all of it. Look, what are you doing here, Mark the Shark, watching his fucking streams? You're on every fucking stream. Everyone's got issues. Everyone gets something out of these fucking streams. Am I right, Dodger?
I think he's smoking. Yeah, he's out smoking.
So you just come back from smoking. What happened? What do I miss?
Yeah, this was having a go at you.
He's always having a go at me. If it's not this, it's that Higgins fella. I'll tell you all the time.
Yeah.
He went after time.
Doc, if it's not them, it's you. You're always having a go at me. Always picking on me.
Dodger, I'd never go after you. I don't think I've ever gone after you. Have I ever gone after you?
Even if I put my real special, I've had my hair cut and I've got some nice new aftershave, so you still wouldn't come after me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a problem with you. I think we've had a problem through Sirocco, but I don't think I've had a problem with you.
No. Look, I had a nice haircut. Look, do you think I look nice now? You're an attractive man.
So what made you start the dungeon today?
Oh, I wanted just to apologise to Timepiece Esquire because he's. What happens is a delay between StreamYard, and I know Archie wasn't running it through YouTube because he didn't see the green super chat either.
Look,
and he got upset.
Archie's half asleep.
Yeah, he was half asleep. I could tell.
He's half asleep 5 minutes into the stream.
Yeah,
I believe that Archie should come on and let us run it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that would work.
I offered to run it. Yeah, I offered to run it. Look, I'm going to go to sleep now. Yeah, I offered to run it. He goes, "Don't worry about it."
So, I think he doesn't really want the. He wants to step away from the drama now. But that's the feeling I get from him, and I don't think he wants that on the main show. So I mean, maybe run the dungeon. Me
and Des took over the stream twice the other week. And we made over $1,000. So then he said to me, "Mark, what can I do for you? How can I make you happy?" Right? He keeps saying, "Kiss my ass." Then I said, "Look, if you want to come on, I come on." So if he knows I'll come on every night, I reckon he'll lick my balls. Right?
What?
This wakes up. But look, if he doesn't want the drama, I respect that. It's his channel.
Yeah.
But there has to be, in my opinion, there has to be a bit of drama on the show.
Well, we got this place, I guess. If that's not wanted there, then we've got a bit of drama here. We have a bit of fun.
I spoke to JL. JL wants to run the dungeon one more time. A bit of a get together reunion. Yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah, get everybody back on. Get Curly on, Nick on, get Scirocco on, get Plastic on, get everybody on.
What do you mean? What do you mean one more time? What is like Pink Floyd?
JL, I think JL's had enough. He's enjoying life. He's getting fit. He's under 100 kilos.
Wow.
Things are going well for him. So I don't think he needs these streams.
No, I think I've got to be honest. I mean, my excuse is I'm retired. I've not worked in 10 years, and I get very bored here. There are no pubs, nowhere for me to go and have a drink with mates or anything. So I've got an excuse to be here on these streams. You know, if I was a young man, you know, like Jail or any of the younger guys, I wouldn't be on these streams. I'll be out, you know, doing what a man does, having a bit of fun.
I think he's in a good position where he's now. So look, I don't think he needs this.
Nobody needs it.
Oh, look, I think certain people. Look,
You're muffled. You're muffled.
Look, I'm playing a bit of poker now. Talking to you guys. Going to go to sleep soon. Look, it's relaxing now. I could do it. But you know, for me, I need the right panel. I can have this on, Dodger, a few other guys. I can't do it without.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know, you can always, you know,
Archie's just too disengaged.
you can always fire this place up, mate. I mean, or give one of us a text, you know, me or Dis, if you want to come on and do something. We'll have a bit of a laugh. No problem. Just let us know.
Yeah, it's like now it's 12:30 a.m.
Yeah, but you can do it. You can do it way before then. You know, we can.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't mind. Look, I wouldn't mind doing it earlier. Maybe even a pre-Archie show.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, pre-Archie show would be perfect. We can do that. I could. See, Archie show's a bit too late for me, so I go to bed. Or, you know, 2 or 3 hours earlier from where you are now. That's not a problem for me either, because what time is it here? It's in Europe, it's 14:25. So if, let's say 4 hours prior to this, we could do a show as well if you want.
So it's 2:45, 2:25. What time is it there? This?
3:25.
Yeah. By the way, just ban Marcelo. Look, he's a fucking rat.
He's banned. He's banned.
Yeah, just fuck him. We gave him a chance.
Don't call him a rat. Don't call him a rat.
You know what I'm saying. Look, I know. Look, I know. Look, I know it's been. Look, I know the way they use the rat, but I mean, he's a weasel.
Yeah, he's a weasel. Okay, weasel. Okay.
You'll run to him and say, "This is what they've said." What a fucking idiot! Seriously, and you were close with him at one stage.
We were all close. We were all very close. I'm going to give him a call anyway when it's not his bedtime. I was going to give him a call and just have a talk to him.
Look, he's just two-faced fucking weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and him and this, you guys were close. Am I right, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Well, I helped him a lot, and super chatted him. I read super chats for him. He can't read English.
Yeah, just the things that he said about you, just fucking pathetic. Just the way he's simping for O'Shane. Look, I like listening to Curly, but I'm just sick of all this drama. Just let him play.
We are losing you.
Yeah, just with me. My sister doesn't want to do. My sister doesn't want to do chemo. Yeah, have a good talk to her.
Doesn't want what? What?
She's got breast cancer. She didn't want to have chemo.
Oh.
Shit, man. Mrs. Dodger just went through that last few years. If they're saying she needs the chemo, she's got to take the chemo, man.
Look, for a woman, it's very hard losing your hair. From the vanity perspective. I get it. And I had to have a good talk. I actually got upset with her. Okay.
You can wear these, I know, you just wear one of these African wraps on your head, just go African on it, I mean, look, it's a short period of time. It bloody grows back. How old is she?
55.
55. Yeah, Mrs. Dodge got it when she was 58. Look, the hair grows back. She's got a whole life still ahead of her. Please try and talk to her. Talk some sense into her.
Did talk to her. Look, it's when someone's got cancer, the whole family has to go through it. Right? They're at that stage where which I've got a big hand here. 1 second. On the hand. Yes, flush. 3 players. Sorry.
Yeah, you keep fading out because you keep going back to the poker. You see,
No,
you're
no,
fading in and out as you're moving your head. You're moving your head from the
yeah,
mic.
yeah. So I had a big hand all in against 2 players.
Oh, well done,
And,
well done.
and the other guy had aces, and I got flush on the river. Sorry. Yeah, I understand.
Zippy.
And I said to her, look, I understand. But we had a person who lives down the street who went through exactly the same thing, had chemo, recovered, been 4 or 5 years. So she's just in shock. My sister's a bit highly strung. And when the doctors gave her the news, she attacked the doctors. Like I said, you have to talk to my sister in a certain way. If she feels like she's been attacked, she'll just retaliate. A bit like Archie. She's on the spectrum. And if she doesn't like something that, look, if I say, I'll talk to her, right? She'll say to me, I might get back with my husband. And I'll see her the next day, and I go, how's it going with so-and-so? He goes, don't fucking talk to me about that. Like, she'll just explode. I go, but you spoke about it yesterday. He goes, don't ever bring him up. She's unpredictable, and it's hard for the kids because they don't know what kind of behavior she's going to have each day. So they develop severe anxiety. So she's a difficult person to live with. Very difficult. So with this cancer, some days she's handling it well, Dodger, some days she's not. How'd your wife handle it?
I don't know. We could ask her. Mrs. Dodge,
With the super chat, meanwhile.
would you come and talk to Knox? Sister's got breast cancer and she doesn't want to take the chemo. And she's asking how you handled it.
Miss you too, Zeppy.
Zeppy,
Yeah, I know, but what have you done? Hang on, do you want to do the super chat?
I miss all my boys, but Naki the most. Besides this, of course, Israel forever. Thank you, Zeppy. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Zeppy.
it.
Love you, buddy. Love you.
Yeah. Come on the panel.
Knock, talk to Mrs. Dodger. She's here. She can tell you about it, but she didn't have to go through the chemo. But
I didn't have chemo, so I can't really give a valid.
She had the surgery, but from what I understand about the chemo, it's important. Has she had surgery yet, Narc, or not?
She doesn't tell us anything.
Because sometimes they need to do the chemo to shrink the tumor. Yeah.
She's supposed to have chemo. Tuesday? Yesterday. Now she said to us today, because my mum kept on ringing me up. She goes, "Get in touch with your sister." And I rang up my sister. I left a message for my sister. Just get in touch with your mother. She's hassling. Your mother's worried about the kids. Anyway, she's put off chemo, saying that she's going to go to another hospital, which is more prestigious. So I don't know if she's playing with us or whatever. But I know she told her husband that she doesn't want to have chemo. If she dies, she dies.
Oh, fuck.
So
it's not a good way to go. This is really not. Me and Mrs. Dodge have been through, caring for somebody who died from cancer. It ain't a good way to go. Really.
Yeah, I did a bit of research. She's going through that shock stage.
Yeah.
So it hasn't really sunk in. Right?
Yeah, you kind
I
of.
said to her, "You got 2 kids. You got your husband." Yeah.
You went through a lot of emotions, didn't you, Mrs. Dodge?
Of course you would. Of course you would. I've got a friend who just said his prostate taken out. Right? He had prostate cancer. He has to wear nappies. He's been wearing nappies for a couple of weeks. If it feels like dying now. If I can't get it up, I'm fucking leaking everywhere. I can't go out. I can't wear jeans anymore. I'm wearing fucking nappies.
You can move to a bag light. If you just had the surgery, you might be able to move to the bag light. My dad had a bag on for 5 years. No problem. He was walking down the street. He'd sort of stop and then let it out down the drain.
Yeah, look.
What stage is she? Do you know?
We don't. She doesn't say anything.
She's not telling anything. Okay.
You got to understand, she's very highly strung, and I've learned from past experience. I let her tell me. I'll say, "Is there anything I can do for you? I'm there for you."
Yeah.
Right. But when I visited her at hospital, a nurse came in, and she when the doctor told her the situation, she just attacked the doctor. She said, "You had got no tact. You should have been more tactful and empathetic when you told me." Yeah, some doctors, sure they have got the people skills, but my sister didn't like. Look, she's a difficult person. I love her, but she's different.
Yeah.
So I have to approach her, I have to tiptoe around her. I've got to let her tell
Yeah,
me.
no, I do get that. My personality has changed dramatically since I had my cancer. It does. It affects you very, very, very deeply. Yeah, she's obviously trying to deal with it the way she's dealing with it, but keeping people out of it is not a good thing. It helps to have people support you.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's from what the research I've read. It's some people takes longer to sink in, and she's still in that shock state.
Well, if she's been told that she can have it treated, then that's an absolute positive, and you cling on to that.
Yeah, but the first thing she says, "I don't lose my hair." Fuck
I
that.
know. See, this is where I am, because I only had radiotherapy and I didn't have chemo, fortunately. But yeah, it's a horrible prospect, and as vain as that sounds, it's the beginning of just losing control.
She's attractive and always had beautiful hair, and throughout her life, everyone's mentioned her hair. So when that's taken away,
Yeah,
for her,
exactly.
yeah.
I get it. I do get it.
I get it. And I sent her a link of this wig maker in Sydney who actually makes wigs for cancer sufferers. So, I don't know if she looked at it. Beautiful hair. Reasonably priced.
If it's any consolation, I have a friend who has had a double mastectomy recently, and she had to have chemo as well. She lost all of her hair. She actually looked very good in the bandana, but her hair has now grown back, and it's lovely. It's really lovely hair.
It's actually grown back better, hasn't it? I shouldn't say this. But she says her hair has actually grown back better.
But that's no consolation.
No consolation if you're going to have to lose your hair again.
Yeah, we're at that age, guys, where, like I said, my friends is going through a lot of shit, and it's actually depressing.
Yeah.
You try to be the cheerleader. It's difficult. So but it's the family that suffers the most, I think.
Yeah, you're going to be suffering now because being, you always feel as if, as a man, you always feel you can deal with most things, but this sort of thing is just impossible. It's not in your hands to deal with, is it? You feel out of control. And I felt that way with Mrs. Dodger. I really felt most things in life I've been able to sort of think, well, I'm a man, I can fix this. And when she got cancer, I couldn't fix it. And it was just a terrible place for me to be in, to try and live with that. You
guys have got each other, right? You have got kids, but you got each other. So the bond is there. When you found out she had cancer, what were your thoughts?
Oh, I was heartbroken. I was in tears.
Did you take it worse than your wife?
Yeah, he did. He did. There was the point when we were in the consultation room with the surgeon, and he told us that it was a cancer that they could remove, and it was intact. So once it was removed, I'll be okay. And Dodger kind of collapsed on me, so I was having to listen to what the diet guy was saying, and the nurse was pacifying Dodger because he kind of lost it at that point.
Yeah, look, it is the part of the partners are the ones who suffer.
Yeah.
But you have to keep reading. I was doing my best to try and be upbeat every single day, and at night I just not sleep.
Yeah, but the problem, Dodger, is it's tiring after a while.
Oh, it was debilitating. The whole thing was debilitating.
And I found why do I enjoy these streams? Okay, because it is low effort, but it's a way of getting away from the depressing shit. And I really don't get depressed. Nothing really gets me down. I might have days where I feel worse than others, but I don't really get down. And people tend to lean on me, and I don't mind that. But after a while, you don't get asked, "Mark, how you been lately?" Or, "Mark, can you come over and give us a hand?" And I don't resent it, but it grinds you down after a while, if that makes sense.
And that makes absolute sense. It ground me down. I mean, I was trying to be chipper and upbeat, and then in the end, as Mrs. Dodger said, I just collapsed.
Yeah,
with relief, I guess.
That's why I always say, look, just enjoy that you're healthy, enjoy that you're alive. I always say that to my daughters. Well, little one sometimes tends to dwell on things and doesn't appreciate what she has. And yeah, I have to give her reality checks now and again. But I still don't think she gets it. The oldest one does, but the youngest one doesn't. And if I don't snap it out of her, it's very hard once I get older. It's like Tim. The guy is not accountable for anything. There's always someone there to pick up his pieces. I'm not trying to create drama, but that's part of his character flaw. Right? That's why he's such a weasel. Because someone's always there to pick up the pieces. Anyway, so as long as you're right now, Mrs. Dodger.
Yeah, I'm good now. The only thing is I still take drugs, which affect me quite badly, but it's either that or it coming back. So
Yeah.
What side effects are you talking about?
Oh, too many to tell.
We can start off with hot flushes. We can move on to bone. What's it called? Osteoporosis. Sleeplessness.
So which drugs are
rattiness.
Hormones. Crazy.
Yes, like she's on the blob every day.
What drugs are causing osteoporosis?
I don't know. It's an anastrozole. It's the thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course I know. Sorry, I'm brain fade. What happens is it reduces the effectiveness of estrogen.
Estrogen, yeah.
And estrogen affects your bone density. So that's why you can get osteoporosis.
Now, you thought of going a hormone replacement?
No, you can't. That is the exact opposite of what you can do because that
exacerbates all the cancer risks.
It's blocking the estrogen. The estrogen is what became cancerous.
Her cancer is the one that eats estrogen, so it's estrogen-hungry cancer.
Yeah.
So is your hair becoming more brittle and your skin a bit more flaky?
She's very flaky all the time. She's always been flaky.
I'm very dry.
She's very dry. She's very dry. No, she's very dry.
No, I'm not going there. I had a line there. I'm not going to use.
The okay one, get it out.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah, my mother-in-law had a bad case of osteoporosis, and she fell and fractured her hip. Her elbow, and when they did some X-rays, when they came back here, your bone density is very low. It's suffering bad case of osteoporosis. And I told my ex-wife, get checked out, and she goes, "No, I'm all right." And finally, she got checked out because the kids were hassling her, and same problem. And she had to change her diet, take some supplements. A lot of women forget.
Yeah, that's one thing. Worrying about Mrs. Dodger's foot because she has got brittle bones, and we just want to make sure that's knitting up properly.
I've got to get another density test.
And she's got to get a bone density test, and she's up for. Must book another breast scan.
Dear.
And what I will say, guys, anybody in the chat, I don't care if you've got a female member of the family. I don't care how old they are. Get them scanned regular, man. If it's caught early. This cancer, breast cancer, is treatable. It is treatable. Scary part,
look, I had an uncle who had bowel cancer, and you know why he died? He was too embarrassed to go to the doctor and shit in the cup. And he had his kids one of the kids resented him all these years. He goes, "The fucking ignorant prick. He couldn't do it just for us." And that's the thing with a lot of men. Colon cancer is easy. My father had it. It's easily cured, but people leave it too late. It's embarrassed.
Well, I'm just as guilty. Knock, I avoid going. I should really have, loads of things tests done. Prostate, my aorta should be checked. This, that, and the other, and blood panels. And I've not been doing any of the shit in 10 years.
It's scary. Look, I've gone, but it is scary because each time you go, you wait for the results.
The black spot. Yeah, you get the black spot in case you go there, and you get the black spot.
Yeah, it is scary. So I don't blame people for not getting it done. I'm surprised Archie got it done.
I'd have thought, he was really down. He was really concerned about his health. And then it all turned out he was okay. I'd have thought he'd come back a lot happier, if you see what I'm saying. He knows he's okay. He can be his size and his weight and he's got no problem.
But to be honest, he needed a lot more tests. Like my friend who had five arteries unblocked, they had ran so many tests. They say you're okay, and it just happened that they had a specialist from interstate at the hospital. He goes, "Let me run his test." Now they ran that test, but before that, there were numerous tests, and they said to my friend, "You're okay." So it's a simple blood test doesn't reveal anything. Look, Archie's a ticking time bomb.
Well, yeah, he needs to do something. I mean, even I've dropped from 107.5 kilos to 102.3. Using a diet that I can manage and keep up. So I'm going in the right direction now. But even I've realised now at 62, or 61, 62, I've got to do something because I'm getting to that age. You know, everybody's dropping dead at my age. They're dropping dead like flies around me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but anyone under 50, I know you can't relate to this, but yeah, when you're over 50, even late 40s, this is the shit you talk about.
Yeah. All the shit starts coming down.
Yeah, I was noticing because I work out a lot. I started taking creatine and protein powder, and that's helped a lot. I try to keep it just natural food, but I'm not recovering as quickly. So the creatine helps a lot, and so the protein supplements. So I feel good. I've got no injuries. I'm lucky.
Well, you're keeping fit, and that's the main thing you can do at your age, or close to my age, really. I mean, you're doing exceptionally well. I'm just I just sit on the couch. You know, that's me. But I do some work around here, so I do some physical work. Given it's a small hole,
you got to stop the smoking. You got to stop dodging. You got to stop.
Oh no! They need to stop those bloody cigarettes.
Yeah, look, that's the worst thing. But you're lucky. But people look. My uncles used to say, "Look, I'm 80 and I'm all right." I go, "But it's your quality of life. You're coughing all the time. You could live to 100." I was smoking 2.5 packets a day for 15 years.
Well, you did well. Anyway, I enjoy this. Yeah, see, this is what I miss about the dungeon. I miss these men's health hours, that we have, which is useful.
Look, I've always enjoyed talking to you, Dodger, and Mrs. Dodger too. I'm relaxed now. It's 1:45 during the daytime for me. It's not not stressful. I'm always got things to do. I'm getting messages from my kids. I've got things to attend to. So that's why I'm always in and out. This time I'm very relaxed. Jesse, you there?
Yeah. I think I want to thank Mrs. Dodger for sharing and talking about this with you, and I think we have a human moment here, and I think that's part of why we're all here.
Exactly. Yeah. We are human after all. I mean, these things, I'm glad we can share and talk about these experiences.
Yes.
What do we got in the chat?
Alcohol anomaly.
Absolute Bars, SD43. JBIDX. Good to see you.
Great.
Scratchy had a question for you, Knock, about poker.
Yeah, I play on Ignition. Scratchy, you from down under? Yeah, I play on Ignition and they're probably the only reputable one that you can play on. It's a grey market online site, which means if you lose your money, you're fucked. There's no government regulations. Online poker is banned in Australia. But it's the only one. See, they're not big enough for the government to give a shit. They don't do anything about it. They're taking the risk, but they're a reputable online company. Or any other points have we got? Marcelo has been brainwashed by Tim and OC. Look, I just think he feels he wants to belong to a group. He's rejected here. He'll belong to any group. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what their opinions are, the morals. He'll adjust. He just wants to be accepted.
He wasn't rejected here. I mean, we did, we had a joking drinking session, but we did everything we could to sort of offer the olive branch for him to come back with us. Everything we possibly could.
Yeah, but it's accepted there. But, see, Tim thought, let's spite Archie by keeping Marcelo here, but they pissed off their own base. They don't really want Marcelo. Let's be serious here. So look, good luck to Marcelo. I got nothing against him. I just think he's a weasel.
I just don't know why he didn't just concentrate on what he's doing. I mean, make himself somebody instead of making it for everybody.
Look, you're in Japan, right? He doesn't speak the language. What Curly said, low effort friendship.
Good morning to Mr. Zoso.
So, how you going, buddy?
Oh, Zazo.
What's the supposedly smartest guy in Australia? OC uses people to increase his spend history at his ADs. He did this with AC3 before AC3 wised up to what was happening. OC now threatens OC behind the AC3 behind the scenes, but claims they're friends. Look, you want to see through OC. You try to smooth, you try to be friendly, that doesn't work. Try to intimidate you. Yeah, we know what it's like. That's what it's like months ago. But like I said earlier, it's like CNN and Fox News. We're preaching to the choir. You know what I'm saying, this, don't you? You're not going to convert their hardcore fans. They believe in Tim, and same with Archie and Curly. We've got a few swing fans there who might leave, but that's why watchmakers do what they do. They're doing some damage, but I'm just sick of all this fucking drama. I want to have a bit of fun.
Diggler. Say Diggler.
Sorry?
We've got Dirky Diggler. Hello, Dirky Diggler.
Dirk, how you going, buddy? Look, I want to have a bit of fun, but Archie wants to make it drama free. Makes it difficult going on trolling. He wouldn't let me troll GMT. I actually like it about Archie. He's protecting GMT. For that,
I don't know.
I think he has a little bit of drama, a bit of trolling on his show. You kill the fun. You guys have a bit of fun. Who else is in the chat?
Yeah, girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Some of us don't realize how lucky we are. Fuck, that's heavy. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
There's some real life shit. That's why a lot of people are on here. If you talk to LA Methwich, he's been through a lot. You got to put things in perspective.
Yeah, he did. He was through a lot.
SD43, jump on for 5 minutes. Come on. 5 minutes. Just say hello. Say hello and fuck off.
Yeah, why not?
So you're a one and done man now.
Or I reckon maybe a new Daytona. That would be nice. A bigger Daytona. That would be really nice.
I think delusional. Yeah. I like the idea of one and done. I know, but I've got a lot of clothes I don't wear, especially footwear. I go, why the fuck am I buying this shit? They'll lose the love of my boots, to be honest. I only wear a couple of boots. I got some really nice boots. I don't want to ruin them. They're like safe points. I'm a fucking idiot. I spend a fortune on those. So I can understand what these watch guys going through, but it is a bit of a sickness. Don't you think, boys?
Couldn't get all of that, but I think you said that you are for one and done.
I think for you, it's great. You got one watch. Maybe two watches. You got a sports watch and a dress watch. if you need a dress watch. For us,
Yeah.
That's it. 2 watches. That's all you fucking need.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
I
never
agree.
have too many watches. Hoard and possess, hoard and possess.
All right. Do you?
Oh shit! Avon calling. I'll be back. Go visiting.
No worries, man. No,
Right.
okay. Are you much happier now with one watch? This you got some few
Well, I have a
shivers.
few. I have like around 4 like major watches, but yeah, I'm happy. We have a guest. We have a panelist.
Who we got here? Jonathan.
No.
Hello.
SD43. Hey.
You called, I am here.
SD43. Hey again, buddy.
Not too bad, pal. Not too bad.
Mr. the panel.
Well, I only make a guest appearance now and again, didn't I? I popped on a week or 2 ago to show Archie my midlife crisis car I bought. That's a couple of weeks ago, maybe. 911 Turbo.
You prick. What a car.
Yeah, I did all right, to be honest. 2009. I don't know if you're into your turbo. 2009, what they call 997, the last of the manuals.
Is that your dream car?
Well, it was. Yeah, there was some of that. And the a mate of mine just bought a brand new GT3, what they call the 992 GT3. So this thing's only got 30,000 miles on. So
they're hard to get. I know a guy, an acquaintance. He sold for about $10,000 above what he bought it.
yeah, I paid strong money. This is what they call a Gen 1.5. So I won't bore you with all the ins and outs of it, but it's what they got. What's called PASM 2 interior. It's got the Mark 2 exterior and interior, but it's got the Mark 1, what they call Metzger turbo engine in it. So it's a bit of a rare beast, and there's only allegedly 50 manuals in the country. So
how much if you don't mind me asking, how much you get it for?
Well, no, I'd rather not say. It was.
No, you don't have to say.
It was
I
strong
don't
money.
want to push you, but how much did you pay for it?
Well, they're about in the 70 to 80 grand mark.
You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. So £70,000.
Well, like I say, if you were to buy one, last time I checked, they're in the a really clean one like this. They're in the 70 to 80,000.
Don't brag about it. Fuck, all right, you have to tell me you spent 70 fucking grand. Come on, SD. You're worse than Holden Caulfield.
I'm just on the Archie stream.
How's the drive?
Yeah, it's nice. I've not put a lot of miles on it at the moment, to be honest. I've just put a new set of tyres on it. The tyres were a bit aged, so I've had a new set of tyres put on it and just waiting for the weather to improve. It's only got 30,000 miles on it, so I'm using it sparingly and I'm waiting for the weather to pick up. But it is nice.
What's your other car?
Oh, I've got quite a few. I've got a 1970s Volkswagen Beetle Cabriolet for the wife. What else have I got? Transporter van, long wheelbase transporter van. We do a bit of property, so I like those. New Toyota a couple of Toyota Hiluxes.
So this one's going to be a Sunday car?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, it's high days and holidays really. It'd be a couple of thousand miles a year, I would have thought.
So you were looking for this for the last couple of years?
Well, like I say, a friend of mine owned it. So I've been after one for a while. I've had my eye on them, you know what I mean? But as I say, a friend of mine's just bought the new, I don't like I say if you're up to speed with them, but what they call the 992 GT3. So he's got a brand new one of those. So he wanted to make a bit of room. So
you driven that one?
His 992? No, the GT3. No, I haven't.
Yes.
That's just like a balls out racing car.
They say that's the driver's car, non-turbo.
It's all rose jointed suspension and 8,000, 9,000 rev. You can't buy them over here, to be honest. It was they're virtually impossible to get hold of.
Does it drive a bit harsh on the English roads?
I've not physically been in it, to be honest. I'd be lying if I said I had. I've not. He's had it a while, as I say, because the weather's not. This time of year, you don't really put that many miles on. We ran it around for a week or two when he first got it, and it's been sat in the garage waiting for spring and it to pick up a bit, really. So I've not actually been in it, but this turbo of mine's quite sporty on the suspension, so I would imagine that's like riding a skateboard. It'd be very stiff, I would imagine, but that's kind of the nature of the beast with those things.
How's the turbo lag?
On this one of mine, well, they've got variable vane turbos on it, so not that significant. You know, from about 15, well, it feels like about 1,500, 2,000 revs, it kicks in and just gets stronger and stronger and pulls like a train. So yeah, it's a nice bit of kit.
Yeah, look, the Porsche is just so reliable. SD, congratulations.
Well, like I say, you know, it's been a long time coming. You know, it was a sort of poster car, wasn't it, back in the day? So
How old are you?
We're mid-50s.
So this is a present
So
to
it's about
yourself.
your sort of age, I think. Yeah, kind. Well, me and the missus. You know, I'm hoping it's going to be quite safe because I had a look at the Bentley Continentals as well, but they just shit the money over time. So I wanted something that hold its value as well.
So you looked at those too?
Yeah. I did look at Bentley Continental.
They're a baller car.
Yeah, they are. I mean, to be perfectly honest, in some respects, that'd probably suit me a bit more. You know, the seat's a bit higher and it's a bit more of a cruise around kind of thing. My apologies, the building next door.
The road presence those cars have, as I've seen a few. There's one guy who he's got a sells tools. He's got a franchise, and he had a Ferrari 458, got rid of it, and got a black Bentley. Bought the presence on the road. The pictures don't do it justice.
But are you talking about the brand? Yeah, the brand. The brand new ones out of my league. To be honest, they're still, you know,
he's probably
about
3 years old. 3 years old.
Yeah, that'd be the first of the new shapes, I would imagine, wouldn't it? They're big. They're big money. I mean, they are absolutely beautiful. I was looking more at the previous model, to be honest, and they do what they call a V8S. It's got like a revised Audi motor in it. Most of the early ones are W12s. They're quite heavy, more of a Grand Tourer. But
you got to get one, SD.
Well, a mate of mine's got to say he's got the V8S. I've been in that. That is nice, and it's surprisingly quick, actually.
In a straight line, just don't corner.
Well,
you don't want to hit the B roads with that.
Well, with the V8, you'd be surprised. It went round the bends. I mean, albeit my pal was driving it, not me, but it was whipping round the corners a lot faster, quite happily than I thought it would. I was very surprised, but yeah, it was nice. But like I say, they don't have the same value retention as the Porsche stuff, so I played safe and went for the Porsche option. So
you got kids?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
So, any sons? Do your kids want? You got any sons? I bet you they love that Porsche.
I think we lost him.
Lost him?
I think so. He's not responding.
Who else we got here? We got Higgy.
Yeah, but he's on the phone for like forever.
I'm back if that's worth anything.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Give me 1 sec, boys. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. You have guests, Dodger?
Oh, it was a delivery. What did you get, Mrs. Dodge? What did we get? Clothes. Yeah, she's been dieting. So she's having to buy more clothes, of course. Ladies have got to buy clothes. Good
What
excuse.
does she order? Does she order from ASOS or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. Is it some Polish place you're ordering from?
Oh.
No, not really.
Oh, not really. I don't know.
It's an English company, but I can get delivery.
What's the name of it?
Next.
Oh, Next. It's Next.
Yeah, that's I was saying. Or ASOS are Next. It's a huge clothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, if she doesn't
very
like it, she can send it back. You know, that type of thing.
Yeah. Very high quality. I used to order them from them a lot, like a few years ago. Yeah, very good. Very quick delivery.
I don't know if you guys have it in Israel, but there's a system here now where you go down to, let's say, the local shops, and there's a rack of parcel lockers, yeah? And all you do is you put in the code and you collect your parcel from there. Or if you do a return, you put it back in the box and they take it away. It's really cool.
Yeah, we have it. We have it, actually.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's quite useful, that.
Yeah.
Technology, when it works, is okay.
Yeah, man. I missed ordering some things from the internet. I didn't for a long time. I love the anticipation. especially if it's a watch. Haven't done it for so long.
Yeah. Oh, don't we wish, just order a Rolex, Yeah, okay, the Submariner.
Yeah.
Okay, ship the next day.
Yeah.
Winter.
And I love it. Unboxing and
We got Logjam 2. What's the point? What's the point of what?
GMT.
what's the point of GMT? What's the point of life?
Hey, you're taking GMT. This. What's
What?
the point? You said. What did you just say?
What's the point of GMT or
Hey,
life?
why are you? Hey, cut that out. Show me the respect. What are you fucking attacking him for? I'm clipping that.
Man,
I'm clipping that and sending it to GMT.
go ahead.
Come on. All jokes aside, look, no one's listening, but a lot of people think that. What is the point of GMT? Come on. You telling me no one thinks that?
Hey, don't joke about
What do you mean?
it.
What's the
How's it going? How's it going? What's up, guys? 100%.
He's one of those characters. That's his shtick, man. GMT's like been here forever and ever and ever. Amen. GMT's like old school.
Every time we talk about him, he pops
He's up. He's up.
Yeah, I think he has this software.
Mr. GMT downtown, he's only trying to get you on the show, which I can understand, mate. I mean,
He had to bring
He's
his
upset
big
now.
brother today, didn't he, to stick up for him?
He's a feisty little prick now. He's fighting back. Now he's going. You know what's going to happen? He's going to ring up Arch and start crying again because that's what's happened. He told Arch, "Can you tell Narc to stop?" That's why Arch was protecting him from me, today.
and so he should. We've got to protect the GMT.
Yeah, it was Arch in private chat said, "Please don't attack GMT." He's told me he's very upset. Please. He rings me and complains about you. So GMT, I'm sorry.
Well, you're sorry enough to change your user pictures, aren't you?
I know you love me trolling GMT.
Come and get it.
Come and get it! 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 You won't regret it in 2022 at Tip Top Snack Bar!
I was driving yesterday with my car, and I heard, I listened to the Archie Luxury show, and I had windows open and the roof open, and there were some pedestrians, and then it went, "Come and get it!" and people were just turning their heads. You can't believe that. So I must be careful next time.
I appreciate. You know why I appreciate GMT was when Archie went through a difficult time with his watch style. I'm getting stopped. He was coming on each night helping Arch. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Can we say hello to Bufaris? Always a
Hey, Bufaris. How you doing, man?
Hey, Bufaris.
Yeah, Bufaris.
Is Bufaris still mad at me, Dodger?
Yeah, terribly. Yeah, he waits to get hold of you, mate.
Oh, he's going after me still?
Of course not.
But Dodger, tell the story. Tell the story now live on air. I'm calling you out to put the story straight.
Oh, which one? There's so many. What about you? They're all true. All the stories about Jonathan Higgins are true.
Yeah, when we've been together in Berlin, Bufaris sent you or Mrs. Dodger a message, and he said, "What is Jonathan's thought about this particular watch?" And I said, "It's not my taste." And you or Mrs. Dodger typed, "Jonathan says that it's shit," something like that. You remember that?
No, but it's the sort of thing I do.
So I was not so harsh, but of course you guys didn't take it back.
Now, Mrs. Dodger wouldn't do it. If anybody did anything like that, that'll be me. That'll be me.
Okay.
Iggy, let me ask you: did you go there purposely to visit Dodger, or were you in the country?
It's so difficult to understand you. I apologize. I can't.
Sorry. When you visited Dodger, did you plan the visit? Were you in the area, in the country, and said, "Fuck, I'll visit Dodger"? or was it a
I
plan?
didn't. No, I didn't plan to visit Dodger. Actually, we arranged the meetup in Berlin because that was in the middle for Dodger and me to travel.
So you didn't visit him. Yeah, I thought you went to his country.
No,
So you
no.
met in Germany.
No, we met in Berlin.
We went to Germany. I invaded Germany. Poland invaded Germany.
And how long did you guys stay together for?
Oh, most of the day and most of the night. You know, it goes, us boys together.
It's just a one-day thing.
No, it was 2 days actually. 2 days and 2 nights.
Yeah, in Berlin.
Yeah, it felt like 2 months to be honest, but it was 2 days.
And Jamie Opulence met up with you guys too?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You met him. How long did it take before you said, look, how am I looking? Let me tell you about my diet. Look how much weight I've lost. Look at my world time.
Actually, he didn't mention it at all, if I remember correctly.
No, he didn't mention the diet. Well, we had lots of world time though. We had a great time with the world timers.
Yeah, and what people don't realize that Jamie admitted his defeat after the video that we made, but that didn't make it to the video. So Jamie admitted that his world timer is shit, and my world timer won by a mile.
Yeah, your world timer that you can't wind up.
Yes, exactly. It is a perpetual world timer.
Yeah, but that means you've got to perpetually keep it going. You can't allow it to stop.
Yes. I'm setting my alarm clock for 3 o'clock in the night just to give it a little bit of a wiggle.
Wind, yeah, a bit more.
Let me ask you a question. I'm a fucking idiot, right? What's the point of a watch that tells you the month and the year? Is it just show that it has that complication? What's the point?
Yeah.
What, Jim? What's the point of this fucking watch? I know what month it is.
So your audio is shit again, but you're talking about a perpetual calendar, and your question was, what is the point that the watch shows the day and the month?
Is it just to show what can be done?
Yeah. You have to imagine, Nark, how difficult it is to make such a calendar watch. The
analogy I draw is the Bugatti Chiron. It's a masterpiece of technology, right? So I get it, right? But there are other watches that do you really want the year and the month?
No, it is just you realize how hard it is, and when you look into the mechanics, basically what happens is that the watch has to find a way to know which month we have. So it's a kind of a mechanical sensor that the watch has, then to know if at the end of the month.
All right, Higgy, one sec. All right, now is it for your own satisfaction or other watch nerds? These watches, like if you're showing me a non-watch guy, who gives a fuck? It shows the month. So when people buy these.
Nark, you are asking a very difficult question. I can't reply to you if that is only for me or to gain kudos from other watch aficionados.
You. I'm saying for you.
Yeah. I have to say I'm doing it for me. But on the other hand, of course, I know that among other watch collectors and other people who love watches, they know how difficult it is, and they know that I have a fucking amazing watch, of course.
So you appreciate the difficulty, the work behind that type of watch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you have to. You spend a fortune on a watch. You've been criticized for spending a fortune on your own watch, right?
Yeah.
But I understand why you got that. A lot of your friends, a lot of the other watch nerds, they say once you buy a Patek, a long one, they say that.
Nark, you're breaking up.
Did they understand why you would spend 70 grand on your own watch?
Yeah, I totally accept it. Nark, this is all a journey. And 10 years ago, I would have called Higgins, if I met him, a dumbass for buying a world timer from a company that nobody knows.
What would you have said? Be brutal. What would you have said?
Well, The most brutal thing that I could say is, what's the point of buying a watch company that nobody knows? Yeah, but you go through several developments, phases in your watch collecting journeys, and I'm at the point where it doesn't matter to me to have an expensive
So age
Patek.
plays a factor also.
Of
You and your
course.
lady is now. What are you? 65?
Come on, fuck you.
How old are you?
I'm on the record of saying that I'm 58, but I'm not going to tell you the age of my wife.
Right. So you're in your 50s, right?
Yes.
So you're at that stage where fuck it.
Yeah.
I want whatever I want. That you
Yes.
wouldn't have bought this watch for 48.
Probably not, because I would have bought if I had the money, I would have bought a Patek Philippe. I wouldn't have bought a Lange, because I didn't care too much about Lange 10 years ago.
So your decisions now are more based on your maturity now. Like when you're younger, you want to flex a you want to be like CB. You want to flex a little.
Yep.
CB, is he listening? You want to flex a little.
Yeah, but on the other hand, buying this BCH World Timer is another level of flexing. Because I'm telling the flexer, I don't care what you think, because I know that my fucking watch is better than yours.
It's a lot more nuanced, but not everyone's going to get it. So a lot of people say, "Fuck, why did you get
I don't
it?"
care.
I know what you say. I get it. I really do.
Yeah. All what matters is that I feel superior to the other guys.
So you're a flexer.
Yeah, of course.
He's not. He's not. He's absolutely not.
I get it.
He's not.
He's saying, "I've got a watch that you guys haven't got." Fuck you guys.
He's just winding. He's winding us all up.
No. He's not. It's not. I get it.
You don't see the Jonathan I've seen when he's smiling away. Because of his German accent, it sounds serious. He's laughing his head off in the background. I'll tell you that now.
Now, look, you look at the cars, right? The car.
He's winding us up.
Hypercars. Everyone can buy a Porsche. Everyone can buy a Bentley, right?
Yeah.
But when these hypercars, they spend a fortune. You might spend $1 million on a car. They spend another $500,000 customizing it. It's so they could say, mine's different to yours. Mine's better. It's technology. He's got a watch now. He's like, you can't get this. This is a one-off.
Yeah, I mean that's a good reason to have a one-off, because it is a piece unique. I mean, you've got to give it to Jonathan, that piece unique. It's made for him.
And I'm so secure. I don't need a fucking Patek or Lange on a watch. I'm my own person. That's a flex.
Yeah. Of course, it's a flex. You know, you're buying those fucking watches to make yourself feel good. Yes, and I'm elitist. I'm a pompous prick. And I enjoy feeling superior to all those Patek fanboys who don't realize that their watches are shit.
So you spent $70,000 on a fuck you flex.
Yeah,
basically
that's it.
All right, how much of a hit? You don't intend to sell this, right?
I can't sell it. I'm stuck with this watch for
nobody will buy that watch. I'll tell you that now. You can sell that.
If you were to sell this, 10,000, 20,000, how much would you be able to sell it for?
$500, I think.
No, if I would sell it, I would do as follows. I would approach Sven Andersen.
Not anyone from Darwin. Not anyone from Darwin.
Yeah. I'll no. Darwin is not on. But probably I would get rid of some of the customizations. Maybe put a standard dial on it. Nobody gives a shit about the cities on the city.
So you would change it. So you would change a dial
Probably,
before.
yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how much do you think you'd be able to sell it for, realistically?
I think Ben tells me I could theoretically make money out of it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that. But probably I'm losing 20,000, 30,000.
Right. Now you're happy. You're happy with that.
Of course.
Now, where do you wear this watch?
I'm just wearing it right now.
Now, when you wear this watch, normal people wouldn't know what the fucking watch is. Do you purposely go to watch meetups so they can talk about your watch?
No, I'm not going to watch the meetups.
So this is just for you. This watch. You're there.
It is
in
for
your room.
most of us, Knock. For a lot of us, this hobby is for us. I just go to the supermarket with my watches, you know.
Look, I think for you, but I think for a lot of people, it's a bit of flexing. Come on. For you,
what for? I mean, if I wanted to flex on the money I've got, I'd just go and get a Ferrari and Lamborghini and, you know, go and drive around in those and flex around town with the music blaring.
You know, Knock, the problem is I can't even flex here on those YouTube channels because I'm receiving all kind of flack, including by Mr. Sexy. He's always telling me that my watch is shit. So I can't even flex on YouTube.
Listen, I can't. I got to deflate your fucking ego a little bit, right? I can't have you fucking blowing up like a balloon. It's not right. That's why I've got to say what I got to say to deflate you, mate.
Mr. Sexy, honest opinion, what do you think about his watch? No bullshit, no canned
No, I
answers.
love it. Honestly, jokes aside, I love it. He knows I love it. I'm the one who convinced him to buy this fucking thing.
Here we go, fucking taking credit again.
Ask him. I don't have to say it. Ask him.
You asked him about his opinion. You asked how it is. Now we're telling you, and
it's all
you don't
about him.
believe
You
me.
notice Higgy, what he does? It's all about him. All about him. Now, are you saying, Higgy, did he persuade you to get that watch?
Yes.
Are you serious? And you listen to him?
Look, I've told the story before. You're just too new to not to know it, and you're not watching the Swiss and John show. I told the story. I saw this watch. I fell in love with it, and I called Mr. GMT, and I told him, "Look, I'm totally in love with this watch. Look, the beautiful lugs."
Oh, wait, one sec. Out of all your watch friends, you rang for the GMT.
Yeah. that is a good point. Yes. Next time I'm calling someone else.
Wait a minute.
ST43, did you hear that?
At that point of time, you got to understand.
Wait. ST43, have you lost respect for Higgy after that?
No, I like GMT. He's a good. I like GMT. He's good value.
Thanks, brother.
Did you hear what he said? Good value.
No,
good value.
Listen to Mr. GMT because he has a good point. Because at that point of time, I barely had friends.
He didn't have any friends at that time. No one. Everyone was against him. I was his only friend.
Yeah.
He was unfriendly. He was Billy No Mates then.
And you know what? I stuck through here. I stuck with him through thick and thin.
He was persona non grata, bless him.
And then not only that, I wasn't even friends with him, and I even convinced everyone to be friends with him to jump on the shows, on the dungeon and shit.
I got to take credit there, Higgy. You got to give me a bit of credit.
Fucking what credit? What credit do you want? You didn't even know him at the time.
No, after that.
No, he did. To be fair to Narc and Curly, they did help sort things out with Jonathan getting the truth out onto the table.
And we told me, Curly said you got to handle, ignore the trolls, ignore the chat, because if you're going to come back, you're going to get attacked. You got to embrace it. And I think he's done a good job embracing the villainous character.
Yeah,
I think Jonathan's been an amazing addition to the channel since he's been back. I think he's been absolutely fantastic.
And I knew that would be the case. That's why I vouched for him.
The last couple of years.
I knew it.
I mean,
I'm taking credit.
It's the truth, but didn't I vouch for you, Jonathan?
Mr. GMT,
he speaks to you 3 times a day now.
You came on the stream not to let my ego blow up like a balloon. What are you doing here right now?
I'm trying to blow my own ego here. For fuck's sake, you were the only one.
Yeah.
Look,
I should be in bed, man. I'm waking up in a few hours, and I'm sitting here talking to you.
Right, so you ring up GMT. What do you say to him?
I told him I don't have the money. I just bought 2 bloody expensive watches, and I told him I don't have the money. And we did that before on a watch, and he said, wait. Let's have a look through your collection, and let's decide which watches you let go. I think that was the discussion.
No. Let's get hang on. You were saying to me, well, let me tell you the story how it went down, right? You said to me,
Let me interrupt. So here's your watch curator. You know, artists, people like that. They got curators. This is what he
rang me at the time because he had no friends, all right? So he rang me I was his only friend, and I said to him, "Listen, actually, Swiss was his friend as well. So it was me
Dodger
and
was
Swiss.
always my friend. Let's be complete here.
No, but Dodger wasn't really really contacted with you so much. He wasn't really speaking to you so much.
Yeah,
So
I'm a
anyway,
false friend. I'm not a proper friend. I'm just a false friend, don't I?
Yeah.
so what happened was he rang me and he said, we just used to ring every afternoon, like because there was no shows or anything back then in the afternoons at my time. So we're just talking and he goes, look, I've seen this watch. I've seen this watch and I want to show it to you. I said, okay. He showed me the world time. He goes, I love this watch, but it's at the moment it's out of my price range. And I said to him, man, that's a beautiful watch. You should do whatever you can to get it. I reckon you're one person that will appreciate this watch, and I think you should get it. He goes, I can't. I said, well, then why don't we have a look at your collection and see what you can get rid of so we can actually make it happen? Because I believe you should have this in your collection. You're one person that will appreciate this watch. And that's how it went down.
Let me ask you one second. You knew this was a bad decision, but you wanted to piss him off. So this is your way of getting back at him. So deep down, you say, I convinced that German cunt to
this German clown
with bad stitching on the strap. You and the other friends you ring 3 times a day all joked about it, eh?
Just why'd you have to fucking out me like that?
He was on a conference call with all his 50 friends, Higgy, laughing at you.
Yeah, of course. That is how he is. Yeah.
You added me now. What the fuck?
Yeah, but GMT, look, my friend said to me, I want to spend 70 grand on a non-branded watch. I said, what the fuck? You an idiot?
No. Well, the conversation was the price was not the price that is said now, right? So the price started a lot lower. Now he got a lot of extras on it as well. So
wait. How much lower? How much lower? Was that important?
No. We are not talking prices.
I don't really want here. I don't want to say it because that's Higgins' business.
All right, so 50% lower?
No, not 50.
How much lower?
He's just trying to get close to it. Don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Now,
I'm
we're
not saying.
talking percentages, because we know you spent 70 grand, Higgy.
Right? No, take 30% off that. 80. Did you say 80?
All right, so how many watches?
Did you blow it up to 80? Wow.
How many watches did you sell then?
I sold probably 5.
Did you sell the Porsche design?
No. The Porsche design came later.
Did you say the one that you con 0000 buying you? Did you sell that? So I retract that.
Yeah, that is what I'm trying to say. You can imagine. So I was almost broke after having purchased, for example, a Grand Seiko for $57,000. Then I see this.
Did GMT advise you that?
No.
No, I had nothing to do with that, man. I had nothing to do with that.
Let me ask you, GMT. Sorry, Higgy.
Can I finish my sentence?
Wait. Why did you spend 57 on the Grand Seiko?
Because it's bloody worth it. This watch is gorgeous.
I think it's as boring as shit, but anyway.
Now, what? We've got a picture of it.
Yeah, don't worry. He can bring up a picture, no problem.
No, I'm not sure. No, but let me finish my point. So you have to remember, I was spending crazy money on watches. Then comes up this world timer. We're talking about almost $70,000. So 70 is a stretch for me, a far stretch.
So you don't want to mention the price. You told GMT don't say anything. Now you mention the fucking price.
I'm saying the value. So I'm even more overspending on this thing. And then comes the Porsche design watch that I was basically waiting for. You didn't pay for that.
You didn't pay for that.
I paid for it, of course I did.
No, you didn't pay for that. You can't 0000.
I paid for it.
Right. But you got that for free. All right.
No. The deal was, or I approached 0000.
No. Look, it's okay there. Look.
Okay.
Don't make Siggy. All right. So you got that watch for free. It's all right. So,
no, I didn't. Stop the shit. I didn't.
It's Steve 43. He believes, hey, put the balls on this guy. It can't double A for a Porsche design watch.
I know. I know. Bless
I
him.
think you should stop this shit because somebody else will believe.
I retract it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look,
We've heard that story before.
This is all a joke. This did not happen, all right?
Yeah.
So, Mr.
I think
GMT, did I
everybody
pay for the
knows.
Porsche design watch or not?
You sure
Tell
did.
the
You
truth.
sure did. You did pay for it. Yes.
GMT is a respected member of the community. It's like a consigliere. So if you need advice, people ring up.
I've done it. You know what? You want to hear the funny part? I've done it with a lot of people. JJ, a lot of high end collectors. They approach me.
I personally think they humour you, GMT. They go, let me just ring GMT
Well,
just to humour
they ring me randomly. I just don't know how.
No.
Why would they ring me randomly for that shit? I don't know.
I just think, look, let's play with GMT's ego. Let's ring him up. I don't give a fuck what he says. Let's humour him. I think that's what Higgy did. You know what you did, Higgy?
But if that was the case, why did he go ahead with my idea?
No, but he always intended to buy that watch.
I think I was just counter trolling you, Mr. GMT, and that's why I was realizing the trolling, and I thought, what the heck? Now I'm gonna troll the heck out of him and put Darwin on it. Dodger, can you pull up my 57,000 Grand Seiko?
Oh my God! You're not gonna show that thing.
If you can bring it up, I can't start another app on here. Michael die.
I'll bring it up.
Look how boring this thing is.
Can I be honest, Higgy?
Yeah.
57, you're a fucking idiot. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Special about it.
No, look, that doesn't look like a $57,000 watch. And I respect
that is the point.
No, I actually respect you, Higgy, that you don't give a fuck, that you look like a fucking idiot. Right?
That watch is stealth wealth, I think.
No, I will say that watch. I felt the same way about it until he brought this watch for me to hold and have a look at with a loop and just try on. It is a completely different beast in the flesh. You can see where the money is when you put that on your wrist. You can see the 50s. This picture you can't see the 57 grand. If you hold it in your hand and look at it, and especially put a loop on it, you can see the 57 grand.
I think you have to have self-belief, not give a shit about anyone else to buy these watches. I just cannot see, seriously, and I respect that, really, I really do. But it's, because you're going to take a hit with this watch, or did you buy it secondhand?
No, I bought it new.
And how much would you be able to sell it now? 30?
Probably 45.
45.
That's a stealth wealth piece, that, isn't it?
Say it again.
I think that's a stealth wealth watch. That's like an old money watch that,
Yes.
If you know.
Can someone bring Mr. Zoso's comment up, please?
SD43, I want your honest opinion. No fucking dilly-dallying here.
I respect him for buying it, to be honest.
Translation, you're a fucking idiot, Higgy. Hey, let me translate. You're a fucking idiot, Higgy. What else, Esther?
Yeah. So Balls is a good comment because I've received some comments. I would say I have balls because nobody else would be brave enough to shave those crown guards away from a Kermit, Mr. GMT.
Are you going there again?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you going there again? I'm trying to sleep here.
Okay. Now, let me just defend for a second this Grand Seiko watch. What you can't see is the movement, and the movement is done by an elite section of Seiko. Only the most experienced 10 watchmakers are putting out like 50 watches per year max, and that is true high-end horology that you see here. You don't get this from your fucking Patek, Mr. Zozo. This kind of watchmaking.
Ease up. There's a lot of Patek fucking lovers out there.
Hey, don't bait him. Come on, you won't shut the fuck up.
If
he comes on here,
you don't get this movement finishing from your
him saying hello, his introduction will take 10 minutes. We don't want him to come on. Look, he won't shut the fuck up. Fucking Higgy.
So the Grand Seiko micro artist people here are working on Philippe Dufour level, and that is what this watch is about. not how it looks and if it looks expensive or not.
Did all your friends, or you haven't got any friends, but
no.
Did anyone say to you, "What the fuck are you doing with this one?"
Yeah, he actually showed me this piece. He showed me this piece before he bought it.
And you, as a troll, said, "Yeah, buy it."
No. He couldn't reply because he fell asleep because it's so boring, that watch.
Right. Who did you get advice from?
I didn't see the value in it, to be honest.
But now comes the funny part. And when I was going to Berlin,
the funny part is you spent $57,000, Higgy.
Yeah, that is a funny part. No, but I.
What the fuck does your wife say? What does your wife say?
Oh, she likes it and she approves it. And I have a friend who came into this crazy world. He's a big fan of the Swiss and John show, and he ordered this exactly watch because he loves it so much. So there is another $57,000 Grand Seiko coming up very soon, just in my neighborhood.
So there's two fuckwits in your neighborhood.
Yes, this watch.
There's a lot of dumb shits out there. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm trolling you. I'm trying to understand.
Yep.
Like I said, like SD43 said, it's a stealth watch. I get it. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot of balls, like Mr. Sozo said too.
That is the point. It's a stealth wealth. Nobody else knows what level of watchmaking is.
It's called stupidity wealth.
Yep.
Now, what's the difference between this and the what is it? The white birch or whatever? The other Grand Seikos.
Well, there are many differences. First of all, the case here is in platinum, and white birch is in steel. That is the first difference. Second difference is the movement. The movement is done by the Micro Artist Studio, which has nothing to do with Grand Seiko. That is watchmaking on an entire new.
I'm going to ask you a stupid question, right? I'm all about branding.
Yep.
You know what they should have done? They should have got rid of the name Seiko.
I said the same thing.
We have this discussion over and over. And
no. I'm just saying it's like Lexus and Toyota, right?
Yeah.
Look,
No. This topic is very interesting, and I hope to have that with Tenzil. Okay, so your claim is they should name or they should brand it differently. So basically, you're admitting that all the watch aficionados are sheep who are just going after a certain brand and don't appreciate the watchmaking. And I'm not standing for that.
I respect the fact that you don't give a shit. I'm just bringing up. I'm just saying. I think they would have done a lot better, right?
Yeah.
A lot better if there was different branding and they distanced themselves from.
And then people say, "Oh, Seiko is disingenuous. They're not proud of their name."
I'm saying it should have been done a long time ago. It should have been done a long time ago. It's like Nissan. Nissan have got another offshoot luxury brand. Can't remember what it's called. A lot of other brands do it.
It is all fooling the customer. This is all marketing bullshit.
I agree.
Seiko is such a great brand.
Yeah, but that's a big part in a brand. It's a market. It's a brand.
You have to remember, Seiko is the company that put the entire Swiss watch industry on their knees. It is Seiko. It is fucking Seiko.
But my point is, Higgy, if you could buy a $400 Seiko, right? Yeah, it's sort of you understand where I'm getting. Look, it's Porsche. Porsche have got the cheaper Porsches. They can make. People say, once you make it much cheaper, they go, we don't want to devalue the brand. That's the problem I have.
Can you pull Mr. Zozo's comment up? Because Mr. Zozo, I understand where you're coming from. You say it's a Calatrava replica. It is not. And Dodger is here to testify that. If you it blows
the Calatrava out, a Patek Calatrava out.
If you see the case from the side, if you see the level, what they're doing, the design. I'm not talking about the finishing, about the design, how it's designed to sit on your wrist. You will not talk again about the Calatrava.
Have you showed that shitter on any stream? I mean, the watch.
Yes, I have.
Actually, I would love to see that on your wrist.
It's on his wrist.
If you want me to go down and put it on my wrist, I'm happy to do that.
No, but the thing is, you got to turn your camera on so we can actually see it on your wrist, not take a photo of it.
No, I'm going to do that.
You can't comprehend this, honestly, guys. You can't. you can't comprehend this watch.
You know,
from
look, it might sit nicely on your wrist, but wrist, sorry, but I find it a very boring design.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, there's no way I'd buy it, but having touched it, and physically had it, I would say the workmanship and what's involved is beats any of those Patek Calatravas.
All right. Yeah, but all right, let's be honest here, Dodger. Cut the shit out. You looked at it, you touched it. How much you've paid for it?
See, I'd go for the Patek because I'm a slut for the name.
Exactly, yes.
Jonathan is into horology. He appreciates, and I see the appreciation in the work that's involved. There's far more work in this.
And that's another reason why I told him to get the world time.
Yep. Knock. I've been visiting Anders in Genève, who made my world timer. The owner of Anders in Genève became a good friend of mine during that process. I have
you speak to him 3 times a day?
No. I have a Lange
You're not a good friend.
Perpetual.
You're not a good friend.
I have a Lange Perpetual that he really likes. And I told him, when I'm going to visit you in Geneva, I'm bring the Lange Perpetual just to make you happy. He told me, no, bring that Grand Seiko. I want my watchmakers to see this watch. And I want to see them having their mind being blown. I brought the watch.
All right. So Higgy, all right. So this is what you get out of it. It's you showing off to people who know about watches. What do you get out of it?
Nothing.
No. There's something you get out of it. There's a reason why you bought it. Well,
it's not. But this is Mr. Zoza. You gotta have big balls to buy this watch. You gotta have big balls. But then if you buy this watch, it's untouchable. It's virtually untouchable. If you look at that movement and the work that's involved, wow, it blows a Calatrava clean out of the water. I won't blow a world time out of the water, but it'll blow a Calatrava out of the bloody water.
And Mr. GMT says I enjoy looking down on people or belittle people. Yes,
I see that. Higgy.
When I'm wearing this watch, I think all you Patek Philippe Calatrava suckers, you have no idea about good watches.
Have you jerked off in this watch?
Yeah. No.
No, he said yes. He said yes. Did you hear that?
I said yes too fast.
He's jerked off.
No, but let me finish the story. So I brought this watch to Anders in Genève, and those guys see a lot of watches, and they know what high-end watchmaking
They're
is.
humoring you, Higgy. They're humoring you. Like we do with GMT on these streams. They're humoring you.
You know what? But you know what? You know what? It works.
Higgy.
Okay,
Come on. They're humoring you.
Okay, next time ask Swiss about his opinion about this watch.
I want you to go onto a stream. I want to see the facial reactions.
What facial reactions? When I jerk off on that watch?
I'm laughing. Come on, they're humoring you.
Shit, we're gonna have a live jerk off.
Come on, hey, GMT. Do you reckon they said they spent 57 grand this year? You reckon they said that?
Man, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I don't know. Fuck that.
No, forget it. There's no one here. It's me and you, right? Me and you and your cape, right? Do
Okay.
you reckon that's what they said? This fucking German fuckwit spent 57 grand.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me because I would have said it.
All right, let's get back to sorry, Higgy. Go on. All right, let's see. We want to see the watch.
No, you know, the watchmakers saw the watch, and they were talking in French, and Swiss told me what they said. And they were just
French. Come on.
Swiss was just being nice to you.
They were raving about the quality. They were whispering. They were not even
They're whispering. What
loud.
the fuck did he go buy? What a fucking moron!
And the highlight was
Higgy. Swiss was being nice to you.
No. He's never nice to. He's not nice to anyone. Mr.
Yeah, actually, he's not nice
that.
to anyone. That I can vouch for.
He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't care, man.
Look, look. They're probably too much. The gentleman that didn't want to tell you the truth.
You should know. You should have seen their faces when they looked over that watch. It took them half an hour. Then one of them approached me and he asked, very shy, if he was allowed to take pictures of the movement.
Here we go.
That was
ST believe this shit.
That was.
I have heard him tell this story before, word for word. It was the same, to be fair. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but you know how many times he said it to himself before he fucking rehearsed it? Fucking that many times, he can never get it wrong.
You know what they say? Look, you know, Archie's done it, but I know it's with cars. What is a person who buys a Porsche? What do you say about that person? Like, you buy a Porsche, you got a bit of wanker. Sorry, SD, you got a bit of wanker in you, right?
I never wanked in my Porsche.
Right.
Well, you're missing out.
Did you fuck in it?
No, if you ever sat in a Porsche, you would know that it's barely impossible.
No, you can't do it in a Porsche, but you can wank. You can wank in it. You can.
I'm 6'4" tall.
You can get a blowjob in a Porsche, no problem.
No comments.
Is that right?
Dodger has got a blowjob while riding his motorbike.
It is only sex when you're in hell. Isn't that?
For fuck's sake. Don't try to be cool, you fucking higgy.
Anyway, Higgins, are you going to show us a video of your thing?
Show us the watch.
Show us the
You
watch.
want to see the watch on the wrist? I have to go in a different room
Get
and
the
use my
fucking watch.
iPad.
All right, go.
Okay.
Good
I'll
lighting.
be back
None of this shitty lighting. None of this shitty lighting.
What shitty lighting?
Exactly. Make sure it's cool.
I don't have a studio. I don't have money for a studio.
All this fucking money, and he fucking's got no studio, for fuck's sake. You know why? Because you went and blew it on a fucking.
Let's backstab him now.
You think?
Well, seriously, what do you fucking think?
Nug.
About what?
Yeah. $57,000. Come on, tell us the truth. What do you think, GMT?
It's a fucking. You got to fucking have your head red to fucking go spend that much money on a Grand Seiko.
Well, I wouldn't spend 57 on that. But it is
no fucking way, mate.
It was a real shitter, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
I wouldn't say it's a shitter. I wouldn't say it's a shitter, but fucking not that much money, man. Fuck that. That's why he's got no money. He goes and blows it on shit.
Jonathan's loud. It's a problem. It doesn't matter.
What do you think? You think Higgins got roadhead while driving on the autobahn like 300 miles on this is a Porsche. What do you think?
SD, what do you think? SD, wake up.
He's not going to comment, see? He doesn't want to upset Higgins.
It takes balls. I admit it does take balls. It is a sort of flexing. So I always say...
it's internal flexing. I would say it's like your own internal psychological flexing to yourself.
Yeah.
Man, I've got it. I know what it is. It's my little dirty secret. Watch.
My apologies. Can you hear me now? I think my phone's timing out. Something's happening. Sorry.
SD, give it your honest opinion. None of this fucking bullshit. Right? What do you think? Is he crazy or what? What does it say about a person who spent $57,000 on this shitter?
It means he's loaded.
No, it means he's got no fucking money because he just blew it on shit.
Don't listen to his stuff.
Hey, I'm back.
Apologies.
I've
got the clips. They all went after you.
No problem. Did Mr. GMT call me a moron again?
No, that would have been kind if I called you a moron.
So the problem is that the watch is in the bank safe. I was hoping that.
Here we go. Hey. Why would you put that shit in the safe? No one's gonna fucking steal it.
That is a good point. Yeah.
No one's gonna know that from another Seiko.
Trust
me. Seiko.
You got any other pictures? Show me something that says. All right, but these pictures don't do it justice. Can any picture do it justice?
Look, I offer Mr. Zozo next time I'm in Manhattan, I'm going to bring this Grand Seiko and I will convince him to buy one.
The most I've spent is probably $700-800 on the shitter.
The interesting story that shows you that I'm not a total dump ass for buying this watch is those watches are application only. So you have to.
One sec. So now you're gloating, right? It's application. No, this is another flex. Now the flex is
There's a proper Seiko, boys.
What's that?
It's a proper Seiko.
Is that a Seiko 5?
Not running. No,
1979. Never been serviced.
Seiko 5.
Yeah, change the battery every 5 years. Brilliant piece. Look at this special polishing by Dodger. Special scratch polishing.
Very nice.
Yeah, put that next to Higgins. You couldn't tell.
Yeah, Can't tell the difference between the two.
Shots fired.
All right. So you just flexed there, Higgy. You said you had to be not anyone can get that watch. So that's a flex.
Yes. No, but it's true.
Yeah, but you understand? I'm trying to find out what makes someone tick to buy this Seiko for $15,000. The fact that it's so hard to get, you got to be crazy. So you want to look. You like people saying you're crazy and eccentric. Is that right?
You could say that this application process is a marketing tool, and I would say in general you could be right. But I know a guy who wanted an $80,000 Grand Seiko, and he applied, and they said no.
Right. Now, are you on any Grand Seiko forums? Yes or no?
No, not on Grand Seiko forums. I sometimes watch the Rolex forum about Grand Seikos and Watch You Seek, and that's it.
If I was to check up on your posting history, there will be a lot of pictures of your watch. Am I right?
Ask him if he's been kicked out of any forums.
No, I'm not a dumb ass and post my watches on the Rolex forum.
Now, I remember when Jamie Opulence bought his wall time, he appeared on every stream asking their opinion on the watch.
Okay.
Now, so you don't appeal, you don't get on these forums and post your watch and say, look what I've got.
No.
Nah, but he comes on all these fucking YouTube channels and just doesn't stop fucking talking about his work time.
Yeah, that is even better because then people are throwing mud on me for being a total dumbass.
Or what other dumb decisions have you made with watches?
The dumbest decision was not buying a datograph.
A datograph? What's that?
Datograph, Lange Datograph. That was around 10 years ago. I could have had it for like 22,000 euros. Now they are 100. And I thought it would be smarter to buy an AP Royal Oak.
You dumb shit.
Yeah.
How much have you still got that AP, or did you sell it?
No. I still have the AP.
How much has that gone up?
It's gonna bring now maybe 25.
25. Look, from a layman's perspective, I don't get the appeal of AP at all. Right? It's for me, the watch is just I don't like the shape. I don't like the design language. They don't appeal to me at all.
Okay, you've seen a lot of watches, Narc, right now. So you've seen a lot of watches in the time you've been on these shows, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the most impressive watch that you've seen that you said you really like? Can you name one?
I've seen a few Pateks that I really like.
So you're in another brand whore.
No, I'm saying a few Pateks. I've seen a few.
He's talking about the aesthetics. What appeals to him?
Bondage had a few that I liked. The Rolexes, the sports watches don't. They're either here or there for me. But I was watching CRM. The guy bought a Patek, spent a couple $100,000 ago. That's a fucking beautiful. There's a lot of nice dress watches in the Patek catalog. There might be other brands, but I haven't been exposed to them, Higgy.
Yeah, but that is all mainstream.
Yeah, but I'm saying I haven't been exposed to them. I'm saying I'm a layperson, so I don't know watches as much as you. But I'm saying it's some of the Langes I like. FB Jean, I think for me overrated. I don't like I know he's a genius. I just don't like a lot of them. What else?
Kari Voutilainen.
Yeah, I don't mind some of his pieces. Kari Voutilainen's got some nice pieces.
Yeah, there's a few dress watches. That one that Tim, the Morris Grossman, I like also.
Oh, that's a fantastic watch. But Bondage ruined that watch for me. Mr. GMT knows that we've been raving about that watch even before Bondage bought it. And now the move to sell it to a certain person ruined this watch for me.
But that shouldn't bother you.
But it does.
I know, but it shouldn't.
Yeah,
that is a nice watch.
Yeah, but we're human. We're all influenced by things.
I understand.
Cause and effect. You ever heard of that saying? Cause and effect.
And I get a raise from when Mr. GMT is calling me names for my Grand Seiko.
Right. Now, obviously, you can afford these watches. See, I
No,
understand.
he can't afford them. Trust me.
I can't afford them. That is why I'm totally broke.
He's fucking got no money. The dumb shit.
Yeah, I can't super chat.
Let's be serious here. Look, if you can't afford them, then you've been a little bit irresponsible.
Who said that I'm responsible?
Irresponsible. Because if you want to get out of them, it's going to be hard to sell and you'll take a hit. And
Believe me, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I tell you, this particular Grand Seiko will be in the 100Ks in 5 years.
He just told us how dumb he was, and he didn't buy the Lunga, and he bought the AP, and the AP's only gone up $5,000.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
that's how you know he knows what he's doing.
What watches have you got?
Who?
SD43. He just bought a Porsche, 2009 Porsche Turbo. Is he still on?
Oh, we saw that. He showed us a video of that the other day, about a month ago.
He showed it live to us, didn't he?
Yeah, live, yeah.
I didn't see it. Yeah,
so Zozo, what do you mean, F.A. Jones? How much? I don't get that. F.A. Jones is an IWC.
By the way, there's a few IWCs I like also.
Yeah.
The Portuguese I like.
So F.A. Jones is, as
I
far
love
as
the Portuguese.
an IWC pocket watch. Let me do
You ever bought the IWC GMT?
No, I've never bought one, but I do like the Portuguese.
Now, is it? Do some of the brands put you off? The image they portray. Like, I really like the watch, but I don't want to be wearing an IWC. Be real. Be honest here. GMT.
Who are you talking to?
You.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, are there certain watches that you like, but you just that brand is a bit cheap, or don't like what that brand portrays? That brand portrays.
No, I'm a person that I don't care what anyone says. If you ever look at my collection, I don't go for high pieces, and I'll go with what I really like, regardless of what anyone says. And Higgins can vouch for that.
I do like the Panerai.
I love my Panerai, man.
Yeah, you put in straps on it?
No, I like to leave it on the band because it's different. That's why I bought it, and I don't want to take it off that. I've got one there. I bought one, but I don't want to put it on.
So not many people buy Panerais now. So what made you buy it?
I've always wanted one. One of my best friends in Darwin has got two of them, and I always used to see him wearing them, and I said, one day I want to get one. And then I found this one on the band, and I said, well, it's being Darwin. I don't want it on rubber. It sweats, it smells. But on
I've never seen one on a metal band.
You've never, or you have?
I haven't seen it, but usually they're on leather.
Yeah,
or
they're on rubber or leather. But mine was one of the few. There is a few different models, but mine was one of the rare ones. Yeah, they've even made them out of titanium as well, which is pretty cool.
Is it 44 mils?
Yeah, 44 mine is.
Is it? How does it sit on your wrist?
For me, it just sits on my wrist. It doesn't over protrude on the sides, which I'm quite lucky in that aspect. But it is a big watch. You got to be used to wearing this big watch.
There's a couple of watch guys, Panerai guys, I follow on Instagram. There's one guy. They all look. I laugh at his posts. They look like clocks on his fucking wrist. He's got a small wrist. And some of his Panerais look enormous, and they're thick. 15, 16 millimeters.
They're thick, yeah. But I tell you what, man, it just. I don't know what it is about it. It's hard to explain, but
it's not presence.
It's I don't know. It's just they're beautiful watches, regardless. I actually want to go grab mine now, put it on, and I'm trying to sleep here.
Where's your wife?
That's how much I love it.
Your wife sleep in separate rooms?
No. At the moment, I am because I don't want to wake her up. So I just came in the lounge room and just talking to you boys.
No,
I'm laying on the couch now while we're talking.
Are you wearing your cape?
Did you have a wank already?
No, I'll do it in the morning before I go to work.
Okay.
GMT, are you wearing your cape?
No, I'm not wearing anything. I've just got my sweaty balls.
Really? How sweaty?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go now.
This is having enough now.
I know I'm not sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls. Sweaty, salty balls.
Yes. You sleep now, or you have to go?
You
I don't
know,
think we've got one super
Yep.
chat.
we had super chats.
Did we get a super chat?
Yeah, we had a few.
We had a couple of sub chats, yeah.
Declan sent us also. Yeah, you guys can hold the fort. You can.
Yeah, we can keep it
It's
going.
2 a.m. now. I'm going to have to take another sleeping pill because I won't ever go to sleep. You know what happens? Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye, everyone.
you,
Chat. See you later.
Goodbye, mate.
Are we all leaving now? Are we shutting it down?
You know what the problem with these streams, guys? It's after I finish, I'm in bed and I'm laughing. And I go, oh, fuck, I should have come up with this troll. Like, I'm still going. It's hard to...
Did I freak you out last night?
Actually, you were funny. It was creepy, right? And you did well, GMT. You did well. I troll you. I troll you. Part of it, but I still love you, GMT. You're a valued member of this community, and you helped Arch a lot.
Oh, man, that's who I am. That's what I am. I don't bullshit anyone. What you see is what you get with me, man.
No. Let's be real here. No, you don't see. It's not what you see. What you get. Sometimes you sit on the fence too much. Let's be real. You're better now. Lately, you're a lot more edgy. But before,
I've stopped sitting on the fence. I've jumped over.
No, but I'm the one who did that with you.
No, it was certain circumstances that did that.
Tim,
you did give me shit, but you weren't the one. There's circumstances that made me do that.
Stop sitting on the fucking fence.
No, but the circumstances made me decide what I had to do to what was right for me. So I did it.
But it took you a long time.
Yeah, because certain circumstances happened in the process.
Yeah, but it should have happened a lot earlier.
No, but the circumstances that happened didn't happen until they did. You know what I mean?
All right.
So, Mark, earlier this morning, you made a point that I wanted to address. You were putting out the theory that I'm jealous of timely behavior for being a friend to Mr. GMT. I think that was the point.
No. I think you're hitting at it timely. Your passive aggressiveness behavior towards Tom is because you really want to attack GMT, and you're attacking him out of through extension of their friendship.
Well,
so when
I don't get it.
So when you're attacking timely, you're really attacking GMT. Because you know that they're more than friends.
With all respect, that is a totally ridiculous claim.
Lessons from Tim.
You understand.
You know, first of all,
let me tell you something, right? When I was married, right, I bought a dog, right? This is towards the end of the relationship, and I said to her, "I'm getting a dog." She goes, "Over my dead body." 2 days later, I had the fucking dog, right? And she hated that dog. It was a beautiful dog. You know why she hated that dog? Because I bought it, and it represented me, right? And she's always cool. Like when I went away, the kids looked after the dog, but she was cool to it. And my kids had to go at the mother. You know, why? What has the dog done to you, right? She couldn't answer.
Yeah, but that is a lame explanation, Narc. You should know me well enough that I have so many points.
No, I thought you were a bit harsh on Timely. I'll be honest. Timely is such a nice bloke. The way you went after him was uncalled for.
I actually, he came up and asked me why I've been after him.
No, but I'll be honest here. Right? I understand, like you going after me or getting the stick, but the way you went after Timely was overly aggressive.
I think I didn't go after a Timely at all. I was explaining where my issue was.
No. I don't want to play the clip. You were a bit rude. You insulted
play the clip.
No, I'm serious. Look, I'm fair, Higgy. You were a bit overly aggressive. Now, I've done that in the past too, and people say, look, you should have done that. And I rewatched it. Okay, yeah, they were right. If you rewatch that, you realize that you went after him unnecessarily.
Actually, I rewatched the clip, and I totally disagree with you. I think from memory, I was more aggressive than I was really was. And my main beef is if you don't know something about Grand Seiko, then stop talking. Don't talk about things that you don't know. And having said that, I truly appreciate how Timely is helping Archie. He has my greatest respect for helping Archie in the way he does. I couldn't do it the way he does it. He's a much better multitasker. But when it comes to Grand Seiko, he's just pre-opinionated, and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Look, I agree with you, but a lot of people are a bit ignorant towards Grand Seiko and haven't got the passion for it. But it's up to you now, if you to inform us. And if we don't look, why are they getting such a bad rap? First of all,
why did I get my bad rap?
Why does Grand Seiko get such a bad rap?
Because people are ignorant. Grand Seiko is only on the market, on the international market, for 20 years. People have no clue.
Mr. Souza, the most respected person in the Archiverse. I'm not saying he's respected. That's how he likes to be called now. That's his full name. Mr. Souza, the most respected person in the Archiverse. That's his name. Why does he give a crap? And he's supposed to be respected. He's a watch collector. Why he's got no respect for the Grand Seiko brand?
Because he has a preference for Patek Philippe. He's a dumbass for doing that. I'll be frank.
So you call him a fucking idiot? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right.
A clueless idiot, I would say.
He wears lifts. You know he wears 6-inch lifts.
A clueless idiot.
6 foot. I've seen him on video. Yeah, he's not fucking 6 foot.
So I can live with it because that means that I'm getting the cool pieces. Let those idiots buy those Patek Philippe's and let me get the really cool pieces.
So you're saying the brand's misunderstood?
The brand is not understood. That is something different. People don't understand the context. Those guys have not been to Japan. They have not experienced Japanese people. They have not experienced how Japanese people tick. They can't understand it. Now Mr. GMT is gone. I probably was too harsh now to Mr. Zozo. So, no, I'm just joking.
Yeah, but do you really have to visit the factory and
No. But I've had a Japanese girlfriend, and I've been dealing with Japanese people for many years, so I think I have an idea how they tick.
Yeah, but you can say this
says I like Japanese porn. Well, that qualifies you certainly.
Yeah, but you can say this about. Do you know a lot about hypercars?
It's not about hypercars.
No, I'm saying Pagani. You know, Pagani is respected, right?
In the 1960s, there was a chronometry competition. That was organized in Neuchâtel. The first year that Seiko participated, it was a disaster for Seiko. They went back on the working bench, returned the next year, and they won basically all the classes. The next year, they were winning all classes, with the exception of some quartz watches, and then the Swiss blew off those competitions. That is how good Seiko is.
Do you want to read this comment?
No. I think Mr. Zozo knows when I'm talking him an idiot. That is all with tongue in cheek. I have great respect for Patek Philippe, and it's totally okay. We have different preferences. We love different brands, and that is all okay.
So, how would you describe the typical Patek Philippe owner?
I think he's very conservative in his values, in the way that.
Would he own any 7-Elevens?
Say it again.
Would he own any 7-Eleven stores?
A true Patek Philippe connoisseur was always critical towards a 5711. 5711 is for the Lamborghini drivers that flash their watches on Instagram.
7-Eleven convenience stores.
7-Eleven. Okay.
Now,
okay.
Look, I find a bit of contradiction. Right. Do you think Patek and Lamborghini go hand in hand?
Hmm.
Do you think a person who owns Patek watches will drive a Lamborghini? Because that's a real pose car. Patek's not really a poser's watch, is it?
Presenter.
I think Mrs. Dodgy says thanks.
Yeah, I think recently, Patek Philippe, unfortunately, the Nautilus became a poser's watch.
Are you describing? Are you saying Tan's a poser? That's what you're saying.
Tan sold his 5711, if I know that correctly. So he sold.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
So, but those are other people, different people than the normal Patek Philippe client, which was a good thing when things were not going well with Patek Philippe. I remember when Thierry Stern was starting with the Aquanaut, he was trying to get a younger crowd because he said we can't live from those 60, 65-year-old people who buy a Calatrava. We need something younger, even younger than the Nautilus. And
Right.
that's why they came up with the
5711 and the Equinox. I thought it was not. This is from a layperson's perspective. I thought it was the design, the shape was ugly. It looked looks like a 4:3 ratio television set.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah,
but that was the 70s look back then.
The Aquanaut is a cheap-ass Nautilus. The Aquanaut is a cheap-ass Nautilus. That is what it is. It has a simplified case. It has a simplified dial. It came with a rubber strap to save on the metal bracelet. That is what the Aquanaut started with. Sorry, that is the truth.
No, that's true. Yeah, you can't deny that.
Does anyone here like the design of it? Forget the hype. I just think it's an ugly watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's ugly too. I agree.
Which one, the Nautilus?
No,
both.
Both and the
I'm a fan of the Nautilus. I like it.
Well, you have a love for old uncle watches.
Now, as I learned about watches and I started believing a bit of the hype, I said, yeah, it's not bad. And I realized, fuck, I'm starting to believe the hype. I'm a sheep.
Yeah, man. Once you start being around it enough, you'll start seeing shit.
Yeah, it's amazing what hype fucking does.
Yeah. I've been on the record. Things are getting totally out of hand, and my theory that the Nautilus became a flexer's watch. Come on, the Nautilus in steel is a $30,000 watch. Why in God's mind is somebody paying $100,000 for such a watch? This is only for the purpose of flexing.
How would you describe that person?
They're posers, man.
That's it. It's a trophy watch, nothing else.
It's a poser's watch. It's what it is. That's the truth of it.
That's the truth, yeah.
As much as I love the watch, it's a poser's watch.
Did you ever think of getting one, GM2?
No. I'll never be able to afford one. Even if I could, I wouldn't.
So, Mr. Zozo, what do you think about my world timer?
What, that piece of shit? You're gonna go on about that piece of shit again?
Yeah. Mr. Zozo, hop on and rip.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you dislike? You know when Lange decided that when they re-brought Lange back again, was Glasuta still around? Like, were they still going from back then, or were they?
The original was So they were simultaneously built up
at the same time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when Lange went down, so did Glasuta, and then when Lange came back, so did Glasuta. Is that what you're saying?
Say it again, please.
So when Lange, because Lange wasn't around for a while, right?
Yes.
Then it came back again. They brought it back again. Was Glasuta still going from back then, or was it brought down and then brought back?
The original is the follow-up of the East German conglomerate that produced those cheap watches for 40 years or for 30 years when we had the German Democratic Republic, East Germany.
So it was still around back then. So it hadn't stopped. Yes. They haven't stopped producing. They kept on producing. Is that right?
From one day to another, they didn't have a market anymore because the Iron Curtain fell, and people, particularly in East Germany, people lost their jobs because their industry was not competitive. So people lost their jobs. Companies
Okay.
were dropping like flies.
Can I ask a ridiculous question? How are the German watchmakers perceived for the rest of the world?
Whew. That's a difficult question to ask somebody from Germany. I think in the last 30 years, the German watchmakers gained a lot of reputation. And Lange and Glashütte Original have been the flagships to put the name of German watchmaking up. Now you can see, I'm reading Monochrome, and I'm reading about so many independent little German guys who used to work for Lange and are now doing independent stuff. I think German watchmaking really has some credibility and a lot lot of respect. Also, in
Well, you can see the respect that they have in the watch community. Like, especially from the time that I started jumping onto these streams from back then till now, they've gained so much more respect in the last 3 years than I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I'd say especially Lange.
You remember the guy that everybody laughed?
There's a few Langes here that I like. So, like I said, I don't know which watches they were, but I've seen quite a few.
But you know what? I was wearing my. I know it's not close to a Lange, but I was wearing my Glashütte the other day, and it regardless of what the price range it is, whatever. I just sat there looking at it. I took it off. I was looking at the movement and stuff, and just the way that they're built. I know it's a lower brand to Lange, but even the way the Glashütte was built, the way that it feels, it just.
I'm going to ask you a question. If Superman was to wear a watch, if Superman was to wear a watch, what watch brand would you wear?
That's a great question.
Yeah, it would have to be two watches. Clark Kent and Superman.
You'd wear a Casio.
You'd probably wear a GMT, right? It'd probably be the Meteorite GMT.
Well, that's
true. It's always flying around everywhere.
Yeah, actually, no. It would be the Pepsi, wouldn't it?
It's a Meteorite GMT, the Pepsi Meteorite.
Yeah. What about
they
Clark
call it the
Kent?
Superman.
Yeah. Actually, why isn't it called a Superman?
It's got a Meteorite dial.
Yeah. What about Clark Kent?
And the colors.
Would he wear Grand Seiko? He's gone stealth.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you know what? He probably would because he wanna tone it down a bit. So yeah, I could see him wearing a Grand Seiko.
The white birch?
No, I don't think so.
So I picture him wearing a Grand Seiko.
Yeah, I picture him. Yeah, understand. Yeah.
What about Batman? What would he?
He'll be wearing a Richard Mille.
No. What's his character's? When it's not when it's
Bruce
not
Wayne.
Batman.
Bruce Wayne.
So you think Bruce Wayne wear Richard Mille? What about actual?
No. Bruce Wayne. He wouldn't wear a. I'm saying Batman. Batman would wear.
It's Batman. Yes, you're mixing things up. You're really ready for going to sleep. This is shocking.
No, I said Bruce Wayne is Batman, and I said that if Batman was wearing a watch in his suit, he would be wearing a Richard Mille. If Bruce Wayne's wearing a suit, a watch,
he wouldn't wear Richard Mille. He wouldn't. No, I don't think he would wear Richard Mille.
Yeah, I reckon he would.
What do you think, Dodger? No, not.
I'd have said he would have worn a Rolex, but I get it with a Richard Mille because of the machinery, because Richard Mille's associated with F1
maybe
fast machines. So I get the Richard Mille connection to Batman, you see. I get that now.
Yeah. That's right. Bruce Wayne would be wearing something a little bit more elegant.
Bruce Wayne would be wearing a Patek, probably, will Tom.
Yeah, I reckon too.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. I have to look after the cat.
Now, where do you see Richard Mille in a couple of years? To me, I think I don't read. The hype's died down a bit.
You'll see them all in a discount store, in the discount bucket.
You think they'll go down that low? You reckon, Dodger?
It's not much hype.
They're just hype. I mean, they're just a skeleton. Okay,
they are very hype, but apparently I've never seen one, so I can't say. But when they say when you get it in hand,
They're
It's a
light.
remarkable piece.
They're light and plasticky. I don't know.
I
Not
don't know.
my.
Yeah, but
I
the
can't
supply
comment.
demand is contrived. Like it's just the hype. It's all contrived. When I
I think
first
it's
saw
all hype. Yeah, I agree with Nark. I think Richard Mille is just the hype, and I think it'll wear off. There's no class in it. You know, it's not classy.
You know
Yeah,
what
look.
the funny thing is? If that ever happens, there's going to be a lot of rich people that are going to be pissed.
Yeah, but they can afford it.
It's not a classy watch. Sorry, it's not classy.
When I first saw it, and I said, "What the fuck is this? This looks like something you get out of a cornflakes box."
It's something a chap who made somebody would buy. You know what I mean?
And you know, I kept on seeing that Richard. You know, I watched a lot of the different watch channels. You know, they're hyping the especially TPT. You know, timepiece trading. They sell a lot of Richard Mille. And most of the clients are just wankers. Now, Bitcoin millionaires, they've got no class. They're not like Patek owners, Lange, or whatever. It's just different type of characters. And I go, look, I don't think it's sustainable, Dodger. If you're spending $200,000-$300,000, you obviously can afford it. So fuck your watch.
It's got more. It's more money than Sense watch. There's a lot of things you can buy, you know, for $200,000 or $300,000. You know, people buy Fabergé eggs for God's sake.
Now, let me ask you a question. Can you picture Tan having a Richard Mille watch?
Nah, he's a different sort of collector.
If
I didn't know him and I saw him jump out of his Lamborghini, yeah, probably I'd say yeah. But because I know the guy, yeah, he's not that sort of a collector.
I think if he had a load of spare cash, if he was well up there with the money, you know, then he would just have one for the sake of it to go with his Lamborghini. But I think just as Tan, I don't know. I think he's got more class than.
Nah, he loves his Pateks and stuff like that. He's not. He's really into the horology side of things. He's actually very similar to Higgins. Like they're very similar in the way that they're passionate about watches and the way they talk about them. So I couldn't see him having one, to be honest.
You know, the people who are buying the Richard Milles, they've got no idea of horology. You know, it could be a Timex, but because all their mates have got one, they've got to have one. You know, it's a me watch. It really is a me
We've got a comment
watch.
from LA Methwich. Hope you're doing well, buddy. RM main feature is the price, so you can move 200,000 with no trace. Look, I look at it, and the other thing you could say is,
you can use it for money laundering.
Yeah. Mr. Sozo says Bruce Wayne would wear a Reverso. Batman would wear a GMT Master 2. No Richard Mille existed in Bruce Wayne's time. Hypothetical, you fucking idiot. I say that as a term in Mr. Sozo. I love you.
Oh, Chili Badger. How about Chili Badger?
Jeez.
Chili Badger, chief engineer to the Archiverse. Chili Badger, the repairer of Dodger's laptop.
Did he actually repair your laptop?
Yeah, well, yeah, he can tell me all the parts to buy, the tools to buy.
You know that Chili Badger's been to Darwin?
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, they plan on listening to Shot and Patrick earlier. I was on Watch Nicholas' stream. You know how they're coming down to visit Arch?
We know. Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Imagine them walking into your store. Come and get it.
Nah, that won't come to Darwin. It's too far.
It's too far. But can you imagine if they did?
I'll fall over, bro. I'll probably pass the fuck out.
Who would you blow first?
From excitement.
Who would you blow first?
Who would I blow? I would expect to get blown, not to blow.
No, you're the blower.
No, I'm not a blower. I'm the blow. Yeah, I'm the blower. They blow me.
No, you're the blower.
I don't blow you. You blow me.
Trust me, you're the one blowing.
Stop blowing shit. They blow me.
Let's be honest. Do you imagine GMT sucking cock or is the one receiving it?
Jesus, you're asking Dodger that sort of question. He's a gentleman, man. He's not going to answer you.
Dodger, come on.
I can't answer that question. It's all down to personal preference, isn't it?
So you agree with GMT. So you agree. I'll read between the
lines. I mean, salty balls help. Having salty balls help.
Now, are you going to visit them? All right, they're coming down under. They can't visit you. Would you visit them in Queensland?
It depends what time of year they come because end of April to the end of October, I'm fully booked.
All right. By the way, we
So
got
if they come in November, if they go in November, I'll fly down in November and see them.
Van Lux says he's a blowee. All right. What are people in chat saying? Is it blower or blowee? So you're saying, Van Lux, are you saying that Art, Patrick, and Mr. Sozo are the one blowing GMT?
How are you fucking going with this shit? How the fuck do you come up with this shit, fucking Mark? Jesus Christ.
Imagine what goes on in Narc's head. You can't imagine what goes on in Narc's head, can you, really?
Oh, no way. It's fucking nuts.
No, I just imagine.
No wonder why you can't sleep.
I just imagine they'll all visit you. It'll be Bukaki heaven.
I'm telling you, mate. I'll tell you, if they come to Darwin, they will have the best time. Fuck you and you're blowing. I'll fucking blow up. Fuck you.
No,
anyway, listen.
You won't let a drop hit the floor. I'm telling you, I just picture you. There's no way you'll be sucking like a vacuum. There's no way.
A Hoover.
No, you need to leave your brain to science when you die, mate. It's going to be pretty unique digging through there.
I reckon. You got to donate to scientists there, actually.
Right, Narc is amazing.
Well, I just want to ask anyone in the chat, maybe anyone who thinks about that, say yes or no.
Yeah, I think you are, man. Fuck, you're nuts.
Come on. Is it just
he's unique in the verse, isn't he? Quite.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. No, but if they do come to Australia, I'll try and catch up with them if I could.
That sounds like Bear saying, "Yeah, I might visit down under."
No, but hang on. But what? If they go to Sydney, you're in Sydney. Were you gonna catch up with them?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Nah. Let's keep it on the stream.
What about if I came to Sydney? Would you catch up with me?
Look, I'll be honest. I just want to just keep this on streams. Once you meet, it changes the dynamic. Actually, I might visit you, but not tell you I was in there. I would just go in there.
I'll recognize your voice straight away.
Right? Now, I told you, I use a voice synthesizer. This is not my real voice.
Get out of here. Fuck off.
So let me turn off my voice synthesizer.
No, seriously, I wouldn't mind,
Yes, Jim, too.
I reckon you'd be so funny to meet in person, man. Fuck.
Narc, if I met you in person, do you think I'd be disappointed?
That's a great question.
No, just I'm a lot like this.
Can you just do me one favor? If I ever do meet you, can you just shave your mustache?
Haven't got a mustache. If I was to meet you in person, you'll say you like this in real life, but turn down to mate.
What was that?
I'm a lot like this in person, so I'm not. It's probably turned down a couple of notches.
Yeah, so am I.
I think
Actually, I'm not. What you see is what I am in real life too.
So, Nock, did Mr. GMT talk bad about me again?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't even talk about you.
I didn't even say one word about you.
I was going to ask you.
To be honest, Jonathan, we forgot all about you, mate, and moved on.
I forgot it was even here.
That is when you lose your relevance, when nobody's bad-mouthing you anymore.
We were talking about Mr. Sozo, Bondage, and a few other guys coming down to Australia. And I said, if they visit GT, will you blow the guys? And he said, I'll be the one receiving the blow job. I won't be doing the blowing. Do you think he's a blower or blowee?
And you're asking me that question.
Oh my God! If you answer that question,
Mr. GMT and I, we are friends. So nobody, no matter what I say, that will affect our friendship. So I better keep my mouth shut.
I got rid of him. Hey, he can't hear us now. Right.
You got a question anyway, Jonathan? You can answer it from our friend Bofaris.
Bofaris, don't ask me those questions with those complicated reference numbers. I have to Google it now.
So, can I ask you a question about Glasuta?
Yes.
Why are you trying
what sort of respect do you have for Glasuta?
As a town or a Glasuta Original?
Original.
You know that I own a Glasuta Original.
Yeah, no, you and the diver.
Yeah, I have the CQ.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, what do you have? What sort of level of respect do you have for the company? You don't, or you do, or
it's a nice watch.
mediocre?
I've
it's
licked that watch too. I've licked his glass
Oh, wow.
shoe.
You're asking a difficult question because I have two hearts beating in my chest. I've recently seen a documentary.
I was just about to say that. I watched the documentary as well
About Heinz W. Pfeiffer, who built up Glashütte Original from the ground. There was basically nobody there anymore because all the watchmakers have been fired, unemployed. Glashütte as a town was a disaster. They didn't even have telephone. It was deserted. You have to keep in mind, Glashütte is in the very east of Germany. It was no man's land. And what Heinz Pfeiffer and what Günter Blümlein did for those villages, or for that village, is just incredible. And I have great respect for Glashütte, that they managed to get German watchmaking on their feet again, together with Lange and other companies. The problem is, I always compare their products with Lange, and that is where I have my
why
difficulty.
don't you just compare them to what they are?
For what they are,
why would you compare them to anything? Why would you just judge them on their own merits?
Yeah, that is super difficult, and maybe I'm an elitist. For what they are, they offer incredible value for the money in parts. For example, the CQ, their diver, in my opinion, is overpriced. So not all Glashütte Original watches are really cheap. But when we're talking about the Panomatic Lunar that you have, that is an incredible watch for the money. No doubt about that. And I think I didn't say any negative word about this particular watch.
No, you never have. You never have.
So,
I wanted to get your thoughts on the actual company itself.
Yeah. What is really bad, it is also a two-edged sword. Belonging to the Swatch Group takes away some of their freedom. On the other hand, there is big money for big investments that are necessary to make those incredible watches. And the degree of independence that they have in terms of parts and their dials and everything is just mind-blowing. So there are some incredible deals out there. There are some awful stinkers out there as well. So that chronograph with that yellow dial with that TV case is ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
So there are good and bad with Glashütte, but in general, I have respect for the brand.
Well, to be honest, I haven't really wore my watch until the other day. Like, I hadn't had an opportunity to wear it. And I decided, fuck it, I'm just going to chuck it on and just wear it. We went out to dinner and I wore it. And I couldn't stop looking at it. Honestly, I don't know what it was about that watch. The way it felt on my wrist, the way that it was on my wrist, the way that it looked. I honestly could not get my eyes off it. I was so proud to have it on my wrist. I know it's not a Lange. I'm not even comparing it to a Lange, just for what it is, for what I paid for it. I can't believe that they're only worth that much for what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I would love to rip that thing in pieces, but I can't. So I didn't. So if that makes sense.
Yeah, you haven't said one bad thing about it. Not one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that says a lot. When you don't say much about it, then that says a lot.
It's a fantastic watch, unless you compare it with a Lange 1.
No, I'm not trying to compare with it. I'm trying to give it its own merits on what it is, because you can't. It's two different price ranges for starters, and the workmanship is the amount of hours that they spend on a Lange 1 to the Glashütte. I've looked at all that. Is night and day.
Yeah,
you can't compare.
Boys, it's 2:30 a.m. I have to say good night, good morning, good evening.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Sorry, boys, I'm falling asleep. Thank you very
No
much,
worries,
Dodger.
man.
Thank you, Higgy. Thank you, GMT.
Thank you very much for
No worries,
hopping
brother.
on.
Lux.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you. Had fun. See you, chat. See you tomorrow.
Yep. Bye
See you,
bye.
brother.
See you now.
Is he finishing
Boys, I'm
the live stream?
I thought I'll just let Narc leave, but I'm gonna head off too. It's
So
1
Bufaris,
o'clock in the morning.
just a short comment on that AP that you asked, Kasparov with the blue dial. I think visually it's an amazing watch. If that 39 millimeters is good for you, I mean 39 millimeter APs are the jumbo size, so you can't go wrong with that. As far as I know, it is a Frédéric Piquet chronograph movement inside. But I must research a little bit longer. But I'm pretty sure it's a Frédéric Piquet automatic watch movement. So I think it is a good purchase, depending on how much you pay. Always encounter a factory service with it. But here you have my approval. I won't call that a shitter.
All right.
Okay.
And with that said,
Well,
I'm going to say good night.
Time for bed.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you very much for your time, fellas. I really did enjoy the conversation.
Take
And
care.
everyone, everyone in the chat, man, you guys have been awesome too, man. We've got to give kudos to the people in the chat. They're so good. Without them, we don't even have proper conversation. So it's good to interact with them as well. So kudos to you guys too. We tend to forget about giving props to the chat, and they deserve it. Without them, these shows wouldn't be what they are.
Yeah,
So yeah, big shout out to you guys. Seriously. But everyone, thank you so much for having me, and I really do appreciate your company. Thanks again. Take care and good night.
Stay sexy, eh?
Stay sexy, boys.
Well, and then there were two. What do you reckon? Shall we close down the show, Jonathan?
I think we should close it down, yes.
Well, thank you, guys. Thank you for everybody in the chat.
Thank you for firing up the dungeon.
Sorry?
Thank you very much for firing the dungeon up.
Ah, well,
Best regards to Mrs. Roger, and I hope that she's getting better very soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. Be back to normal. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, thanks for your company, guys. Take care. We might fire another one up soon. So keep your eyes open and take care. Let's find something suitable to say goodbye on.
Come and get it! Come and get it! Come and get it!